Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Tuesday to y'all. Good to see ya. What is up, J-Bells McBooty, Lucid Stone Rain? Good to see ya. Silent Celery Guy, Waldog, Rooker, Avon, Killadango. How's everyone doing today? Fine Tuesday to you all. Fine new week to y'all. Hopefully everyone is doing spectacular. Hey, what's up, 2-Bit Sense? We are playing some Historic today. I've really been enjoying Historic lately. I don't know why I've been enjoying Historic so much, but we're going to start off with another sweet viewer submitted deck. This is one from Richard A.C., and this is a Niv deck. We see Niv every once in a while. Niv Mizzet Reborn in Historic, but this is Niv Superfriends, Oath of the Fairy, basically any random planeswalker you can think of. Jam them all together in one big glorious 5-color pile. So that's what we're starting with. We're going to start with some Niv Super Friends, and then as backup decks, got a couple of interesting backups. One of them is Enchantress. Probably know what that's doing, casting enchantments. This Aristocrats deck that I stumbled across also looks kind of interesting. I love Yogg. I think Abiding Grace, I've never really seen anyone playing in Historic, but you can keep getting back Cursebound Witches, Shambling Gas, Ravenous Squirrels, sacking them to Yogg to draw cards, and eventually grinding your opponent out. So we got some interesting Historic stuff for today. So that is a plan for today. More Historic fun. Also, announcement. We talked about this last stream, but Rorik's Venture and Neo Yashu, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Also, Thursday is a viewer battle stream. So if you want a chance to show off your sweet deck and to have some fun and to battle against me, that's your chance. Thursday is the time for the time being. So if you would like to get the top of the list for viewer battles, you can send me an email, sarahvanelli@mtggoldfish.com. Let me know your arena info, your username and the number, and what format you'd like to play, and I will get you on the list. If you don't email me, you still might be able to get on the list during the stream itself if we have time. But if you want to guarantee yourself a chance at the top of the list, email me. Email me ahead of time, get your name on the list, give me your information, and I'll try to make sure that you actually get a chance to play. And if we have more time, we'll get to whoever we can in the stream as well. So anyway, do that for the Thursday stream. So how's everyone doing today? Hopefully the stream is Thursday 6 Eastern time, roughly 6 to 9 Eastern time, normal stream time on Thursday. Sportfart, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 15th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Also, let me know what format you want to play. Standard, Historic, Alchemy if you want to. I don't really care, whatever you're feeling, but let me know the format you want to play too. That'll make it easier. Birds, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. I'm still want to do a Storybook Brawl stream sometime. I haven't gotten to it yet, but yeah, I still play it, and I still enjoy it. So yeah, that's still on my to-do list. Anyway, let's do our reminders, talk about this deck, and have some fun. Not doing well. Alchemy ruined my life. Wait, how did Alchemy ruin your life? This seems a little melodramatic. I know there's there's issues. If you would like to play Modern, let me know. I think what we're going to do is, since most people seem to want to play Arena formats, we're going to start with Arena and see what happens. If there's enough people that want to play formats like Modern, then maybe we'll do a Moto segment at some point and switch over. So if you do want to play Modern, that's fine. But I think we're starting with, at least for the time being, Arena, because that's what most people have wanted to play, is Arena formats. Probably because they have the cards or whatever. But first time at this stream, normally catch the replays on YouTube. Hey, welcome, Shade. Good to see you. So let's do reminders. Talk a little bit about this deck. Start playing Magic. Then we can talk about Kamigawa. We can talk about whatever. Alchemy, our weekends, Bearby. I actually got Bear here today. Usually I don't have Bear here for the streams, but Bearby is here today, so we'll see how he does. I don't know how he's gonna do for the whole stream. This should be an adventure to see how Bear does. Replay YouTube, that's where you'd find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube, tons of stuff coming out on there. Yesterday we had a sweet Modern budget Magic deck. Excuse me, getting a little bit of a cold. Playing some calibrated blast action. So that was a sweet one. Check that out in the YouTube. A reminder. Hey, what's up, Varied Vari? How are you? Good to see ya. A reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom, and if you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Let them know you want one in your order notes, and they'll hook you up for free. Otherwise, merch page, tokens, t-shirts, playmats, get away to support the stream and the channel, and site donations always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. So when are we So when is the viewer battle stream? It is Thursday, normal stream time, 6 p.m. Eastern, when we stream every Thursday. But rather than just me playing against, people on Arena, we're going to be battling each other. So that is your chance to show off your cool decks and brews. So 6 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday, the time we normally stream. Nothing's changing except we're doing viewer battles instead of playing against randoms. Dirtarg, welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub. Thank you for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Did you hear about the Pauper panel, and what are your thoughts? Okay, so, do you want my real thoughts on the Pauper panel? I don't know if you want the real thoughts on the Pauper panel. Okay, so here's my thoughts. My thoughts is the Pauper panel is a great idea. The people on the panel, really great choices for the panel. I love Gavin. I hope it actually works. I am just skeptical whenever I hear Wizards do something like this, because in the past, it fizzles out really quickly. We had a big Moto thing, and Wizards was like, okay, we hear you, there's problems. What we're gonna do is create this like community advisory panel, and we got this person and that person, a lot of big Moto people that I knew, and we're gonna like make this panel, and you're gonna advise us on how best to do Moto. And apparently, from the people I know who were on the panel, they got emails from Wizards for like a couple of months, and then Wizards just stopped ever talking to them, stopped responding to their emails and their feedback, and it technically still existed for like years and years, but Wizards didn't do anything with it. So I hope that they're actually active, and that they actually, I'm a little more confident because I really trust Gavin. Gavin, I have a lot of faith in, and that Gavin is involved in it. I think that bodes well for it succeeding. So I think it's a great idea. I just hope that Wizards actually sticks with it and actually listens to the people on the panel, and it actually leads to improvements, and it's not just a PR thing like, oh, we know everyone's yelling about Pauper, so here you go, we'll make a panel and we'll respond to your emails once a month, and everything goes on the same. So that's kind of my take on it. I think it's a good idea. I hope that it actually ends up working. FJ Chad, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. I mean, it can't hurt. Like, the people on the panel are people that I know and associate with Pauper, so I think they're people that'll have good voices about how the format should, develop and proceed, and bannings and all that kind of stuff. Dog a myth for the 32nd month. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Welcome back. So this deck that we're starting with, this is 5-color Niv Superfriends. It is the piliest of piles. It is from Richard AC, initially sent it to me. In this deck, what are we trying to do with it? We are trying to generate all the value. We got Niv Mizzet Reborn to draw us a ton of cards. We have a million multicolor planeswalkers. If you can name a multicolor planeswalker, we got Ashiok, we got Angras, we got Teferis, we have Tamios, we have Donovan Baines, Dovin Handed Control, we got Kayas, we got Ashioks, basically any multicolor planeswalker that we can hit with Niv, we got in our deck. We even got Oath of Teferi to further power up our removal is 2-colored, Vanishing Verses and Lightning Helixes and so forth. Expressive Iteration for more card art, and that's the idea. Just like cast Niv, hit multiple multicolor planeswalkers, and just go to town with this huge value train. So I'm really excited to see how this deck works. Like, I don't know. Like, it seems really fun to play. This was a deck that I wanted to play last stream, but we didn't get to, but I'm pretty excited about trying it. Mama Boo, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. So let's try it. Let's sling some random planeswalkers and see what happens, and then maybe later we'll try the sacrifice deck. We'll see how it goes. Or enchantments, whatever you want, Enchantress or whatever. So how was everyone's weekend? Hopefully everyone had a good weekend. It is like ridiculously cold here. Should we do a Hero Precinct 1 version of this deck? Maybe. I think Hero Precinct 1, oh no. Subgame, minigame achieved. Can we successfully join a arena game? Can we find our deck? Oh, wait, Niv Superfriends. Historic, best. Oh my god, I think we did it. We nailed it. We nailed it. Oh, wait, did the deck command not get updated? All right, I will update it right now. It's like ridiculously cold here. It's like 10 degrees and like negative degrees with the wind chill. It is ridiculously cold. Are there any cards from Alchemy that you find great for Historic? I'm a fan of Key. Key is a really fun card to play. I think Captain Coco is probably one of the stronger cards for the format. I've heard some people say that Tireless Angler is actually really good, but I've never played a Tireless Angler deck in Pioneer or in Historic, so I actually don't know firsthand, but I've heard some people say that. Yeah, Inquisitor Captain's getting nerfed, I think. I wish General Ferris was in Historic. A little too weak for Modern would be perfect. I wonder if it'd be too strong for Historic, honestly. Oh yeah, Ponza Dragons. We played Ponza Dragon in the Blink Deck last stream. I wonder if Ferris would actually be too good. Like, I just played this morning on Moto against someone that was playing Ferris in Modern, and we just played it on Budget Magic a couple weeks ago on the YouTube. It is really difficult to deal with. Like, it is really tough to deal with. Oh no, is this like mono blue counter all your stuff? Oh my god. You know what's good against tapping out for 5 mana, 6 mana sorcery speed spells? A deck full of counters and a handful of deafening clarions. How often do I play paper? Not very often. I've always been a, like, primarily a digital Magic player. Outside of just like playing casually. So I've never been a paper tournament grinder or anything like that. So a huge percentage of my Magic play has always been digital. It dies to Ren. It's like, yeah, I mean, it's almost, I didn't realize, because we played it in Budget Magic and it went really well, but I hardly ever play against it because no one plays it. I played against it today and it was like soul crushing. I was like, I can't beat this card. Like, I can't kill it. My opponent was correctly like not attacking with it or blocking with it. So it was just like sitting out and I had a handful of removal and I couldn't do anything about it. Like, it was so good. So I almost wonder if Ferris would be just too strong in Historic, but I don't know. It'd be interesting to see. Teamer Enigma, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 9th month. Big soup for you. Thank you. Have you already done the viewer submitted week on Commander Clash? If not, I have a fun mutate deck with a secret tribal theme. Ooh, that actually sounds really sweet. No, we are selecting our decks today or tomorrow and recording on Thursday. So if you have a deck to submit, send it in, because I have not chosen what deck I'm going to play yet. Got a ton of really sweet submissions, though. Also, I don't know if you read the Fish Tank article series, where we show off viewer decks each week. I'm going to try, and I want to see how it goes. I don't know if people are going to like it or not, but oh, this mana's a little bit challenging at the moment. Well, Godless Shrine, untapped. Be gentle, Dragon Rage Chandler. I'm going to try an all Commander Fish Tank with some of the additional viewer submitted decks. So I'm actually going to have a whole article showing off, because the hardest part of viewer submitted week is we just can't play all the decks. We get tons of really cool deck submissions, but we can only each choose one. So there's a ton that we don't get to actually play. So I was thinking maybe doing the Fish Tank thing would be a way to show off some more of those decks. So keep an eye out for that this weekend. A Commander-only edition of the Fish Tank. We have a new donation from the Quickies, thy quickest turtle, a 10-pound, I believe, donation. Hey Seth, currently at home quarantining due to COVID. I'm binging all the goldfish videos I missed. Thanks for the great content over the years. You really helped me get through this time. Love from Germany. Well, the quickest turtle, thank you for the donation and for the kind words. And I hope you are feeling better soon. My little brother just got COVID. Tested positive yesterday, 2 days ago. Hasn't physically been around me, so I don't think I'm getting COVID. But yeah, so many people testing positive and coming down with COVID at the moment. Ugh, more Dragon Rages. Well, faithful mending. How do we stop this hasty board? One Arclight, one Ox of Agonis. They probably can't be playing that many counters. Maybe we can just sweep. We got to try. So sweep the board. Discard Expansion Explosion. Discard a Temple Garden. All right. We really need this to resolve. Ooh, Nikki B. Well, I think we still got to sweep here. Actually, do we sweep or do we wait? Maybe we just Nicole Bolas. What do we do here? I don't actually know what to do. Swing for 0 for the 51st month. 51 months. I just downloaded Moto for the first time. I keep accidentally skipping combat. Oh, you'll get used to it, I promise. It gets easier. Do you think Dubious Challenge could make a modern budget Magic deck? Probably. The hard part is the finishers. That is the hardest. Thank you again for the donation, the quickest turtle. Yeah, all right, let's just sweep. Sweep them away, maybe. Or opponent, they could be playing counters. All right, so Dragon Rage Channeler's down. That is not the end of the threats, though. There's still Oxes and Arc Lights. The hard part with Dubious Challenge. So most of a Dubious Challenge deck, really budget friendly. Dubious Challenge, that's cheap. The cards that let you get your creatures back from Dubious Challenge are really cheap. The hard part is the finishers, because you really want to be... because you really want to be... We're just gonna Nicole Bolas. You really want to be getting like Emeralds. You really want to be getting Archon of Cruelty isn't very good because your opponent would get the ETB trigger if they get it. You want stuff that triggers based on attacking or combat damage or as a static ability. You don't really want ETB triggers because if you play ETB triggers, your opponent's going to manipulate. They're going to get the Archon trigger and then you're going to steal it back at the end of your turn or something. So you want to avoid those kind of effects. But that's a challenge, is like finding the finishers. Yeah, the Eldrazi are just so expensive. Ulamog's really good, but they're all so expensive now. Like all those cards. So that's the hard part of making it work on a budget. So I don't know if you have good finisher ideas. I guess you could just get like Inkwell Leviathan or something. Would that work? I think that would work even through Shroud, but I'm sure there's ways that you could play it with lesser finishers, but that's kind of the challenge. What about giving them a Grizzlebrand with the intention of having a Narset effect in play? I mean, then you're kind of making a 3-card combo, which it could work, but then you're going to probably run into more consistency issues. Did you hear about the Beta Black Lotus signed by the artisan Richard Garfield, stolen from LGS? I did hear about that. Was the craziest story for a couple of reasons. One is, I mean, several reasons, actually. Yeah, Inkwell in 2022. Number one is, I don't know local game stores that have Black Lotuses. I don't think I've ever been to a local game store that has Black Lotuses. It's usually a bunch of like $5 random cards is what I see at local game stores I've been to. So that was already crazy that they had this, not only a Black Lotus, but a really special Black Lotus. And then you had someone steal it. And that's like the worst Black Lotus to steal. If you're just like trying to steal a Black Lotus to make money, stealing one that is double signed and has like special ink, it's like a 1-of-1 Lotus. Everyone is going to immediately know that the Lotus that you have is the stolen one because it is very likely the only one that exists like that. Like it's there's no one else who's going to have, you know, Garfield's signature and the artist's signature and one of it's in gold ink and all this stuff. So yeah, I don't know what the person was thinking in that situation, unless they're just stealing it for their collection or something, which obviously would be super scummy, but I don't know how you ever sell that, because any reputable dealer is going to be like, oh, I know that's the Lotus that was stolen from this LGS, like, let me call the cops, or that's what I hope that any reputable dealer would be doing. The other thing is, like, I have always kind of wondered, ooh, Planeswalkers, eh? We got to hit a land here. If we whiff on lands on this, we're going to cry. Okay, well, we hit plenty of lands. So, Hallowed Fountain in hand. Now our mana is going to be perfect, and we might actually be in good shape. Try them away. Island Exile. Turn on the World Tree. All right, Planeswalker number 2. We will go with Narset. Narset. Take it down. Draw a card. Discard a card. Discard. When you discard a non-land card, deals damage equal to its value to target creature or planeswalker. We'll just discard this Kavu. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Kavu and snipe down the Delver. And stay back with the Bolas on defense. Pass the turn. It's looking good. It's working. I do wonder why that doesn't happen more often. Like, with how expensive Magic are, I've always wondered why there wasn't. I think we talked about this a few months ago. Why there's never been like a Ocean's 11 heist or like some huge crazy stick up of like a GP or like Eternal Weekend or something, where you literally have millions of dollars, probably tens of millions of dollars of, for the most part, like untraceable but easily turned into cash cardboard. So it's always the only thing I can think of is that the people that would do something horrible like that just don't understand just don't understand how valuable Magic could be. But it seems like if you were like a professional ring of criminals, why would you go to some, like, have you ever been to a GP? Have you ever seen the security at a GP? It's not, it's not like you're going to some, like, you know, high-end casino or something, and there's all sorts of security all over the place or something. If some criminal ring came in, it would be very easy to just, like, it would be very easy to just take millions of dollars of cards with I don't know. So I'm glad no one has figured that out yet, because I've always been worried about that could be a thing that would happen. Well, I wouldn't be worried about the Magic community doing that. I would be worried about, like, just like professional criminals being like, wow, these cards are worth a lot of money. Wow, these places have no security. Wow, these people are really nice, good people. That seems like an easy way for me to go steal stuff. Okay, so maybe the security's, the security's increasing, which would probably be a good thing. I think we're gonna win this game. I kind of like where we're at now. We have to ferry. I would like to exile these graveyard stuff, but all right, expressive iteration. Step 1. Take, ooh, Ashiok. Ashiok's pretty sweet. Ashiok in hand. Vanishing. Ooh, are we killing that? What are we doing here? Vanishing verse away. Island exiled. Play the island. Tick up Narset to gain some life. Play to fairy. Draw with to fairy. We're going off. We're going off. So many planeswalkers. Ooh, expressive iteration. All right, draw with to fairy. Untap a couple lands. Pass the turn. Back up to 21. Yeah, I mean, it might be that the GPs I went to were a long time ago, too. So maybe the security has increased since then. Criminals not bothering nerds is probably a good thing. That's probably good for all of us. I mean, Tron people, they aren't included, non-absolute. We all know that Tron players are not, they're not people. They're their own subspecies. What were they thinking when they made a world tree? I mean, it does, you do have to get up to 6 mana to turn it on. So it is, ooh, another Arclight. You do have to get up to 6 mana, so there is a drawback. Well, if they can get back these Arclights, 3 Arclights, we could be in trouble here. And they have another Ox. Oh, it's going to be close. This is going to be close. Opponent, combat. Goes to attacks. Cannot get back the Arclights. Going to hit what? Probably to fairy. We need Graveyard 8. Where's our Graveyard 8? Opponent. It's a Teferi. Down to 2. I mean, obviously I'm joking about the Tron players. Delver, sure. Well, Faithful Mending gains some life. Discard. Oath of Teferi would be insane. Ooh, Helix is pretty good. All right, well, draw with Narset. Actually, we can just wipe the board, can't we? All right, so Deafening Clarion. Sweep away your board. Yes. About it. Put him in the graveyard. Okay. Opponent loses everything. Teferi, draw a card. We still got to deal with all these Arclights eventually. Tick up Narset. Add a mana. Ashiok. 3 planeswalkers. Take it up, make a dork. Play the tap land and pass the turn. Untap some lands for our Lightning Helix. I don't know what our opponent's doing at this point. I I really don't know. They must just not have good cards in hand, or enough cards to get back Arclight Phoenix. That's all that makes sense. Hey Seth, I was wondering if you could tell the story of how Goldfish was started and how you got involved, if it's not too much trouble. Well, how Goldfish was started actually predates me. I was not here for the very beginning of Goldfish. Richard started Goldfish basically because he wanted good Moto prices. He wanted to know the price of cards on Moto, and he couldn't find an easy way to do that. And he has the skills and abilities to do programming and whatnot. So he made Goldfish so he could keep track of Moto prices. And it kind of snowballed from there. It started with just Magic Online prices, and then it ended up getting paper prices and content and all that stuff. I came on like, I want to say, like around a year after Richard started, and it actually, all right, here comes the Phoenixes. I was writing stuff like EV calculations and posting them on Reddit actually. And Richard noticed some of the posts and liked them and was like, hey, I'm gonna add content to my website. You should write some of this stuff and post it on the website. And the first time he emailed me, I didn't take him seriously. So I'm pretty sure I didn't even write him back the first time he messaged me. And he wrote me again. And that time I was like, oh, maybe this is actually like, maybe this is a real thing. So I messaged him back and it just went from there. Hey, what's up, Alder Boy? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Oh, 1 at Teferi, 2 at Ashiok. Well, so I think we saved the Teferi. Save the Teferi, let the Ashiok go. I think. So yeah, that's kind of the origin story. Yeah, save the Teferi, kill the Phoenix. So how do we actually win? What are we trying to do to win this game? A Niv would be good just for all the cards. I mean, I guess a big expansion explosion would be good. I guess Planeswalker Ultimates win eventually. Ashiok would be really sweet just to get rid of the graveyard. I mean, I guess we just keep valuing. Wow, really? Bounces the token. So has anyone played anything sweet lately? What have y'all been playing? What have y'all been playing? You gotta be playing something sweet. Actually, I saw this. What are you feeling about Standard? Do you have any interest at all in playing Standard? I saw this deck come across Twitter. Let me see if I can find it again. Just this morning. It was from, let me see, it was from WOTC staff. It was from a WOTC staff person, which means I probably should be able to find the tweet. Let me see if I can find this deck list. I actually kind of wanted to try it, but then I remembered that everyone said, oh, this is the deck. So how are you feeling about Standard? Someone from WOTC staff, Bill Stark, posted this deck list, said they got to Mythic with it. Not only got to Mythic, but got to Mythic with it really quickly. When I looked at this deck, and I mean, apparently they did. Oh, we better not. Hang on, we can't time out here. Teferi, draw a card. This deck looks wild though. Like, how is this deck getting to Myth? It's got so many cards that I would not expect to see in a deck that is actually being. Ooh, yes. Yes. That's a lot of Planeswalkers. That's a lot of Planeswalkers. Angrath in hand. Land to the bottom. Also going to be good. Kaya exiled. Oh, yes. Helix that Phoenix. Out of here. Kaya. Snipe those Phoenixes.
I like a good fight. Notice I didn't say fair.
Phoenix is down. Gain some life. Take up Narset for blue. Expressive iteration number 2. We have another new donation. Well, Teferi in hand. I think it's past the Oracle part of the game at the moment. Oracle back, Triome exiled, play the Triumph tapped. Oh, that was a good turn. That was a really good turn. That is how you exile the Phoenixes. We have a new donation from Lucid. $2 donation. I have a interview coming up for an exciting position. It's a project manager for a game development company. I'm super interested because it pays more than twice any job I've ever had and is 100% remote, which is so important during COVID. Wish me luck. Lucid, you're going to crush it. You're going to crush the interview. You're going to love the job. I have faith in you. Definitely good luck. That sounds like an awesome opportunity. So here's this deck. Are you interested at all in seeing this deck? This looks like the piliest of piles, but apparently a hit mythic. It's mono blue, but it's got like no counter spells or traditional blue stuff at all. It's playing 4 Elrods. It's playing 4 Mind Flayers. It's got 4 Grazilite. Like, this deck kind of blows up 4 Wanty Malicents. I do not know what is going on with this deck. Like, literally, it's got a Hullbreaker Horror with a place and attempted by the Orc as the only spells in the main deck. It's got no instants. It is the weirdest looking pile. But everyone does have 28 lands too. Oh my goodness, it does. It does have 28 lands. They said it was best of 3, and then they got to Mythic. I haven't played Standard in quite a while. I wanted to check because I asked about Standard and everyone was like, said they didn't want to see Standard anymore, but maybe we should give it a try at some point because it's just such a weird deck. Super NATO! Welcome to the Fishbowl. I thought that too. I was like, I wonder if they have like a special WOTC staff server or something that allowed them to get to Mythic so easily. Super NATO, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Play to fair. Actually, all right. Take down Narset. Take down Narset. Draw a card. Oh my God, it's a Hydroid Crossus. Oh, I'm sorry, Angrath. I'm sorry, but we need to kill something. Okay, this is good. Discard the Angrath, kill the Ox of Agonis. Oh my God. Oh, it's a big Krokra. That's a big Krokra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have not cast a Crossus in a while, but this is a good one. Crossus X8. It's huge. It draws us 4. It gains us 4. It blocks Phoenixes. Oh, there's our div. Okay, I think we're gonna win this. This deck is kind of grinding out. All the Shuffler's conspiracies are to favor WOTC employees so they get more digital picks. I mean, that's that's probably true because I mean, on the typical WOTC salary, from what I've heard, they don't pay people very well. And Arena's really expensive. They probably do have to do something like that as like a bonus, or else how are their employees going to be able to play the game they put out on the salary that they pay them? There's got to be something like that. There's got to be. Hey Seth, do you think that with addition to dual artifact lands and Zur Morbid Modern, that Mirrodin Besiege is now just a sleeper modern deck? Ooh, it would be a good one to revisit. I'd be down with that. They get that's like their holiday bonus. 2 wild cards a month? The company would go bankrupt. maybe like two uncommon wild cards a month. They get an individual card reward each week, along with their paycheck. They get an IRC. Hey, good to see you, Dirty Dad Chess. Opponent doing their best, grinding and clawing. Jeff Boyardee. We'll try the mono blue deck. We will. Let's try this Planeswalker deck a couple rounds, and then we'll try some standard for the first time in a minute. Jeff Boyardee, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer. Oh my God. Tameo. Opponent doesn't even want to see it. They're done. We Superfriends them. Yeah, we'll try the mono blue deck today. We haven't checked in on standard in a while. Hey Seth, I bought my brother the budget 12 rack deck for his upcoming birthday. The deck is expected to arrive in the mail today. The day I bought, I listened to your podcast where you and Richard said you were hesitant to recommend Modern to new players. But Stung Strunks, that's just because of price issues. Modern is awesome. I mean, if you follow the YouTube, we play Modern constantly. It's my favorite format. So Modern is like a ridiculous blast to play. The only reason I'm hesitant to recommend it to people is just because decks have started to change a lot more, and decks have gotten really expensive since they started doing Modern Horizons. So it's hard for me to look at a new player and be like, hey, go out and buy a $1,500 top tier deck, knowing that next Modern Horizons, that deck might not be useful anymore, and you might lose $1,500. So that's my only catch. It's not that Modern is bad. Modern is a blast, and budget Modern is one of the best ways to play it because it gets around those issues. But yeah, so that's kind of where we were coming from there. Karuval, first time sub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. Yeah, Renning is great on Magic Online. Ooh, Unmortigo? Let's try Unmortigo. Unmortigo on Arclight seems worth it. Time wipe? No. All right, I don't know how to side. Look at this pile. How do we possibly sideboard with this pile? Okay, what's bad? Do we have more Clothes? No. I mean, I guess Vanishing Verse is also a permanent answer. Okay, so we have to cut cards. Like, Carnival Carnage can go. Oh my god, we're on the clock already. Carnival Carnage can go. Maybe, oh, Kavu actually does things. Okay, one of these. That's good. Dovin's actually kind of insane. Maybe a Colligan's Command. All right, close enough. Let's run it like that. Yeah, we probably could have cut to ribbons. We'll sideboard quicker next time. We got off to a slow start with the sideboarding. Decisive Denial is really good in a deck that cares about 2 color cards. It is just like a pretty powerful card. What I learned about the Phoenix Channeler deck, they really don't like to get Leyline to the Void. Ooh, we got an Ashiok. We can't cast it, but we have it. All right, keep. This Ashiok is probably our best Planeswalker in this matchup. How about it? Delver of Secrets. Well, maybe it's a good thing we kept the cut because we can cut the Delver at least. Tap lane, go. About it. Delver. No flipping. Dirty stained glass Ashiok. Mona gets and hits us. Sure. Down in 19. Well, cut ya. Opponent. Hey, what's up, the Great Destroyer? Good to see ya. How are you today? Yeah, it is a little weird to see Delver. Chilling in Historic. It hasn't done much though, really. I thought it was gonna do a lot in Historic, and it really hasn't. Opponent. Expressive Iteration. So what are y'all been playing? You're cold? Oh my god, it's ridiculously cold here. I think with the wind chill, it's negative degrees here at the moment. Hamasuke for the 11th month. Hey Seth, love the content. My appreciation for Modern has come from playing some of your many against the odds decks over the years. Your Panharmonica and Myria Mono White Flicker deck still one of my faves. Give Bear a belly rub for me. Well, Hamasuke, thank you for the kind words. And yeah, that deck's really fun. It's been a minute since I played it, but oh, it's so much fun. So much fun. Yeah, it would be a good one to revisit sometime too, maybe. Oh, we're gonna play this and it's gonna die, isn't it? Well, a very small territorial Kavu. And I guess we gotta play Steam Vents. Yeah, play this play the Steam Vents past the turn. The mana in this deck is a little clunky. Yeah, I mean, I think most of this stuff would be Pioneer legal. How is Pioneer these days? It's been a while since I played Pioneer. I have a really good YouTube short daily video that you guys could do. 15-30 seconds. Short that rates modern staples. Ooh, removal cantrips. That actually sounds interesting. Bolt versus Fire Ice, Helix or Opt. How do you rate them? Like on a 1 to 10, like Lightning Bolt's a 9.5 or something, or comparing them to other cards. I played Crab Raven Historic using Assault Formation. In the other walls, followed up with Tesuku Yumazawa, crashing drawbridge, and a drop to make a 1717 fire. Ooh, the butt stack. Crab butts. Oh, that is a... Oh, no. 2 Arclight Phoenixes is tough. Tough. And we can't really kill anything. Uh-oh. Are we dead? We can't even cast the Binding of the Old Gods. Ashiok's too late. Our clunky mana really got us here. Well, I mean, I guess we attack and loot. Discarding a World Tree. Yeah, alright, well, sure. Oracle Moldaya. Land off the top. Oh, more lands. Okay, yeah. Well, Arclight is a really... Oh, Unholy Heat. Arclight is really strong when you get it back for free. Yeah, I think we really wanted the Kavu to be sniping Arclight from the graveyard, but it's just too slow. I mean, that's one of the challenges of this deck, is the mana base is pretty wild. So being able to like cast Ashiok on time is not a guarantee. On a scale of Hedron Archive to Panharmonicon, Hedron Archive and Panharmonicon are pretty similar, though. That's the thing. Like, Panharmonicon's double S, Hedron Archive's just a single S, but still, like, Hedron Archive's good. It's Tomer that's... It's Tomer that doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't understand I really don't understand why people don't like Hedron Archive. Really, like... Why? I mean, for Commander, obviously, but why do you not like Hedron Archive? Why does Tomer not like it? I don't get it. All right, so is there anything else we can change? How do we stop ourselves from getting... So we want the Kavu, because it can exile the graveyard. Cut to Ribbons can kill a thing. Unmoored Ego could be good if we're on the play, especially. Maybe the Binding's not very good. All right, can we stop the Phoenixes? I think it's the fact that it costs 4, but it draws 2 cards. I think people just don't appreciate the power of card draw. Sure, it costs a lot of mana, but it draws cards. Well, all right, save us Dovin, the underappreciated Planeswalker. Dovin's actually pretty good against the deck trying to cast multiple spells in a turn. And Kaya's really good if we can ever cast our spells. The 2 islands and a mountain, that we don't want to talk about that at the moment. Opponent, land, and passes. Well, mountain, go about it. Yeah, D-Spark could be worth considering, just for more exile removal. Oh, so question for you all, chat. Commander Clash question, actually. So we're getting ready for a new season. It's about time to switch over to the newest season. Dragon Rage Shanala. It's about time to switch over to the next season. Dovin. No spell pierce, please. Okay, opt. So we're about to switch over to the next season. Any feedback on the ban list? So like this season was no ban list. In the past we've had really huge ban lists, we've had really small ban lists, we've had just fast mana banned. Do you have any preference? Any feedback, thoughts? Yeah, we'll take down on the Dragon Rage. Pass the turn. Yeah, Phil's awesome. I love having Phil around as well. I think no ban list is fun. I think if I was gonna push for something, it would be the fast mana, Soul Ring, Mana Crypt, Mana Vault. Basically, mana rocks that add more mana than they cost. Or just no ban list. I think those would be my 2 thoughts. Hey, thank you, Ziglooey. Hey, Seth, I watched your video about how to MTGO for free almost, and to get the free cards from Card Hoarder and the GoBots, but for some reason, every time I try to trade, I get refused. Is that a thing I'm doing wrong? So Most likely, yes. So something I probably should have explained in the video, but didn't actually realize I needed to explain in the video, is when it comes to the free bots, or any bot actually on Magic Online, they can only allow one person to trade with them at a time. It's like a local game store, but it's a local game store that only lets one person in the store at once. So if you look at the bots, they're either going to say open or busy. If they say busy, that means someone is already in there, and if you try to trade with them, it's going to be rejected. So if that happens, what I assume happened is I made a video that mentioned, the video mentioned these free bots, so I think a lot of people have been using them. So I think you just got to wait until it says open, and then it should work. So I think that's essentially the problem that some people have had, is just the bots have been busy a lot because a lot of people have been using them. Oh, this mana is so incredibly bad. Well, Yarian, I guess. Oh boy, they got an Arclight. Well, tick down on the Dragon Rage, past the turd. We could really use some lands. Lands of other colors would be spectacular. But yeah, so yes, if you keep trying, they should work normally. If you can get in when they're open. Hey Seth, I just don't want to see infinite combos or easy wins, like having a certain amount of life for treasures. Okay, yeah, I mean, I don't think that happens super often. Although maybe it will more next season with Tomer making his return. Tally all for the Tomer, the Kiki Jiki. Godo you and any deck person. Tally all for the 28th month. Hey Seth, how much does the crew take into account best of one meta when discussing the health of formats on your podcast? I think of it 0%. I'd have to ask Richard and Krim. I play essentially exclusively best of 3. So, oh no. Oh dear. Well, the downside of the world tree. Who's on the crew next season other than Tomer coming back? That's all that's known at this point. All will be revealed in due time. So Tomer will be back in one form or another, but other than that, I can't say. I don't know. Opponent Unholy Heat. All right, well, we're at the draw a land now or die part of the game. Yeah, I think no ban list has worked out pretty well, especially if you have a. Okay, that helps. Especially if you have a play group that plays together a lot. I think that no ban list is often just the best, because you can regulate power in other ways. If you're playing with a random play group, ban lists are definitely super helpful. But I think we all try to match our power pretty well. Yeah, Kaya would be great if we could cast it. Our mana's improving, but it's still not good. Are we just Yarioning? It might be Yarion. We need one more land and our mana will suddenly be perfect. But for now, we still don't have black mana. I mean, I guess we can Teferi. Oh, please don't counter this Teferi. Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Okay. Not good. Opponent counters. Phoenix in the graveyard. Dovin no longer protecting us. Dragon Rage Channeler surveilling. Not looking great. Not looking great. Opponent adapts. And not really. I mean, getting black to catch binding, I guess, would be okay. I think it would have. Well, I guess it wouldn't have got countered, would it? But I think Teferi into Lightning Helix is really, really, really strong. A Crackling Drake. Ooh, and that dodges Deafening Clarion. We can just not hit our mana at the moment. What do we do now? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's so much damage. Well, Prismari Command. Loot. And kill? Kill and loot. We really just need to hit a land. Opponent. Somehow we have all basics in a world tree. Oh no! Oh no! Well, to the bottom, past the turn. Death is coming almost instantly. Opponent attacks. Oh. Man, opponent had a lot of counters this game, didn't they? Hey Seth, get this, Griselbrand, but instead of Simeon through the breach, just 4 Mox Ambers and self-discard Gorios for Borgamos. Wait, for Borgamos. Wait, Griselbrand, but instead of Simeon through the breach, just 4 Mox Ambers and self-discard Gorios for Borgamos. I mean, the hard part is drawing 4 copies of the same card. That is not actually very easy. Opponent chaining it together. And are we dying? Up to 2 Arclight Phoenixes. Okay, we are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're literally dead. Oh. Well, say so far this. All right, so we're literally dead. So far this deck seems sweet. Not sure about this mana though. The mana base, maybe we'll play another game. We'll play another game with NC. We'll play another game in C. Maybe that was just rough running with the mana, but yeah, that was pretty brutal because we had a lot of powerful cards in hand and we just could not cast them. Like all the powerful cards in the world don't do anything unless you can actually put them on the stack and onto the battlefield. And that's kind of what happened there is we couldn't play any of our good cards because the mana just did not work. I mean, I think that was also like sort of unfortunate running where we did hit a lot of basics. We didn't hit lands in absolute sense to turn on World Tree. Actually, maybe it's just boy, I'm like losing my voice. Boy, there, that's better. Losing the voice. Little winter cold. I wonder if the World Tree, maybe the World Tree's just not worth it. Like maybe the World Tree's the problem. And if we were just playing more, I don't know. And if we were just playing more lands that fix mana immediately, maybe that would help. World Tree's so good once it's on, but it's so bad until it's on. As we saw there, where it's just like staring back at us as this useless green source. Yeah. Oh no. Another. All right. Another blue control deck by the looks. I mean, this is kind of a we might have to look at the mana base. That might be the place to start. Green. We'll just take black. We don't have black yet. Well, tap land go. Opponent strict proctor. And load. Oh, okay. Well, little late for that to be helpful. Opponent already got a. Okay, and we will scoop it up. Well, that was quick. Oh, so the mana base. So I think the idea is to play a lot of basics so you can play Fabled Passage. But I'm not sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think about just adding fetch lands to Historic? Would that be good or bad for the format to have fetch lands? Well, Assassin's Trophy. Well, opponent just had. That was the nut draw for their archetype. Strict Proctor, Lotus Field, Teferion. Felt like turn 2. I think it was actually turn 3. But yeah, that is a really tough draw to deal with, especially as you're missing land drops and not doing anything. Fetch lands would make decks like this so much more consistent. But maybe that's a bad thing. Maybe we don't want consistent mana in Historic, and we want bad mana. I mean, the mana's not that bad, but compared to fetch land, shock land mana, it's bad. Well, Oath of Kaya. I feel like all of our planeswalkers should be good if we can actually resolve them before dying, which is definitely not a guarantee against our opponent's deck. So instant speed, cheap removal's good. Yeah, let's try something like that. But would you be happy or disappointed? Would you be happy or disappointed if they added fetch lands to the format? Because, I mean, in Historic, there's no, as someone mentioned, no shuffling time. That's one of the reasons Wizards doesn't like fetch lands. Well, not keeping that one. Oh, go World Trees. That's one of the reasons that Wizards doesn't like fetch lands in... well, we'll see. Doesn't like fetch lands in Standard is the amount of time it takes people to shuffle, but on Arena, that's not a concern. Well, play the land past the turn. Let's look up. I wonder if is there an actual, like... All right, here's a Tier Niv deck. Wow. Tier Niv. Tier Niv is playing... Okay, so it's not 80 cards. It's 28 cards. 28 lands in a Jingatha deck. No World Tree. So I think maybe what we'll try to do, and we will try that Standard deck today, but I think what we're going to do after this match is... Oh, come on. But I think what we're going to do after this match is see if we can improve the mana base of this deck. Opponent passes. Well, tap land, go. Are we facing down the world's fastest Teferi again? I think we can improve the mana pretty easily. Blood Moon would fix it. Vote it. Expressive Iteration. Can you pop up that deck list again? Sure. That is the most recent list that pops up as far as a Niv deck that got published. There's a bunch of them. This is from Innistrad Championship. Yeah, I guess Yarion Niv. So non-Yarion Niv, 28 lands. This has 4 more lands, but 20 more cards. I mean, that's not the absolute worst, but it's not... all right. It could probably use another land or two, I would say. Probably like 33, maybe? 33, 34. I think mostly we just want more dual lands. I think it's okay to like play a ton of Triomes in a deck like this because you're going to be slow most likely anyway. Like Niv is not a fast deck. So I think you're okay with playing more tap lands if it means your mana is actually going to work. About it. Nars. Oh, so they're just going to Narset wheel us? Ugh. Well, go World Tree. Play the Kavu. Attack the Narset. Pass the turn. Oh, we can't draw cards because of this either. We've drawn all 3 World Trees. 3 of 3. About it. Big Teferi. Oh dear. Can we play Lotus Field? Actually, it would be... You can't really play Lotus Field with Niv. That would never work. About it. A devs. Well, land. Untapped. Go to combat. About it. Thinking. Well, attack. Kavu, exile, whatever, doesn't really matter. Well, okay.
You are a mighty warrior.
So many counters. All right. Get Yarion. Pass the turn. We do need to kill the Teferi. We want to do upkeep though to get our opponent to tap out. Like that is the main goal. I wish Arena had Modern as a playable format. Love the format, but can't. All right. 2 damage and probably loot. 2 damage, loot. Teferi down. Discard, discard. Okay. That was good. We fought through 2 planeswalkers. Yeah, I wish that Arena had Modern too. However, could you imagine how hard it would be to get into? That's kind of my concern. I want to see old formats come to a... Oh no, not again. Not again. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, that's so much mana. All right, getting into the trials. Is this actually like a legit strategy? Strict Proctor Lotus Field? Like it seems to be working for our opponent, which is annoying, super annoying. So. How do we stop this? I guess let's Niv. Oh! Well, that was a... That one I will take the blame for that. That was a punt. I'll take the blame. We were just talking about the Strict Proctor too. That one was fully on me. We were just talking about if that's a legit card to play. I mean, any land that has potential to make multiple mana has potential to be broken. Lotus Field, it took people a little while to figure it out, but it's been... Oh, God. With 2 lands... our opponent's deck is casting way more decks than ours. Maybe we should just be playing our opponent's deck if we want to be casting Planeswalkers. Maybe that is the TLDR. We just need lands attack for 3 mana. How about it? Ticking up, playing lands. I don't know how we get out of this. I don't know if it's possible that we get out of this. Well, boom. Land untapped. Expressive Iteration. Nicobolas in hand. Ashiok bottom. Plains. I mean, I assume no matter what we do, it's going to get countered anyway. Which is brutal. Like, Nicole Bolas would be great if it... Oh, it's going to get countered. Nicole Bolas. About it. Trying to decide which counter to use. Alright, they decide on Archmage's Charm, and... Well, is it time to concede? Pass the turn, get emblemed. Play the other expressive iteration. I feel like the other expressive iteration's better off next turn. Huh. More Strict Proctors. More Strict. Well, opponent's very good at drawing Strict Proctor. I'll give them credit for that. We really need to find a way to deal with the Planeswalker or 2, and we gotta do it fast, or we're going to die to the Chandra. We do have ways in our deck. The problem is our opponent has infinite mana, which is upside of having a bunch of lands at them for 3 mana. Oh, Niv Mizzet, time to concede. You can't be serious. You can't be serious. All right. I mean, I guess we can safely probably concede now. Oh my goodness. Oh, we're not slamming anything here. About it. Emblems with Chandra plays a land. Would you like to pay 6 mana to scry? That seems like a non-bill. I don't know about that deck building plan there. Opponent takes up Gideon.
Now it's my turn.
I mean, we have a deafening clearing him, but it doesn't even do anything relevant. And we're just getting so wrecked by... If they guess another one, I swear. Well, Teferi. Opponent, would you like to counter it?
Right on.
Well, tuck the Chandra to try to stay alive. Can't even really get mad about that, I guess. Gilgum, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, God. Nothing. This does nothing. Opponent gets to scry to find something good. Wow, they stifled. Well, the idea was that with our draw 4, we would hit a land and be able to make some more land drops before casting Deafening Clarion. But it appears that we did not have any lands in our top 4 because we get 3 cards to see with Expressive Iteration and we play lands off the top with Oracle. So all we need is a land in our top 4 cards. And we get to draw cards and sweep the board and make land drops, but did not work. Opponent. I haven't seen Chance for Glory, but they're playing Discontinuity. We've seen that. I'm not sure how we possibly can race these Chandra emblems or live. Opponent. Attacks. Now block a Proctor, Helix a Proctor. Opponent. All right, scry 2 bad ones to the bottom. Apparently not a counter. They don't care about countering. Opponent passes. Come on, deck. Takes down Chandra, kills a Teferi. And a land. All right, so our opponent finally ran out of action, but it's pretty late. Pretty late. Opponent, got to draw a stop set for some unknown reason. Come on, deck, come on. Hey, Seth, I have a deck list I'd like to send. How would I go about sending it? It's 5 color with every type of Panharmonicon effect. Ooh, QH, man. Sounds like my kind of deck. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, well, play this untapped. Play this tapped. So the easiest way to email it to me is saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com. So sweep away the Proctors. So we can play a Niv. See if Niv can find us a way to kill the Chandra. And like a Vanishing Verse maybe, and we got a shot maybe. So Seth, hear me out. 5 color venture into a dungeon deck. I built the deck for Historic Brawl with Kenrith at the helm. It's been fun. Do you think you could pull it off in standard minus Kenrith? Ooh, I mean, I think it's like an against odds deck, possibly. Well, we drew some cards. They don't seem to be cards that let us win, but they are cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean, we can play and flip Nicol Bolas, I guess. Although that's still like, these Chandra emblems. These Chandra emblems are the problem. Like, that's what's getting us here. is the Chandra emblems. And the fact that we can't actually kill anything, it's going to be up to 3. This is going to be a close race. So yeah, I think you could definitely build a... Yeah, all the damage is prevented. This opponent stacks stuff on top of their deck, an expressive iteration. We're just going to counter it. Well, if we're ever going to do it, it's probably going to have to be this turn. Opponent takes up Gideon, emblem Chandra. What does the backside of this do? 10 damage to a creature or planeswalker. Draw 2.
I'm going in.
Reanimate a creature or planeswalker.
It's not too hot for you.
So we can get back a Strict Proctor. We can get back Nicobolas the Dragon God, actually. But we gotta gain life or something. Like that's the real issue. 7. We find a Tameo. Well, play Nicobolas. Opponent's got nothing to discard. Flip Nicobolas. I mean, this is a sweet turn. Will it be enough? Nicobolas flips. This lets us reanimate Nicobolas number 2. Nicobolas number 2.
Will remake the multiverse in my image.
Can reanimate something. Ooh. Reanimation combo. Huh. Is there any way to... Wait. Is that a deck? What if we Nicobolas, reanimate Nicobolas with something that triggers based on stuff dying? Could that work? Well, Gideon Emblem doesn't do anything unless we have a Gideon, though. That's kind of the sticking point. We need a Gideon to keep the emblem going, or to have it do anything. I'll get rid of Chandra. I mean, that was a double bolus turn, but is it even enough? Opponent taps. I'm worried about them playing more discontinuities. Oh my god, it's just a land. It's just a land. There's hope. There's hope. Opponent takes up 2 Nicobolases. Oh my god. Oh my god, we got hope. We got hope. We get pinged down to 4. This would be the most insane win. Ping. Can we find a way? We get pinged. If we beat this, it would be insane. Oh my goodness, it would be so insane. Opponent hits us. Oh, Clothis, that's life gain. All right, so many planeswalker options. We'll start with ticking up, making our opponent exile, drawing a card. I think we actually have a shot. Oh, does the emblem change to... Oh. I mean, if it changes... I actually don't know if that works with this or not. Maybe? Does anyone know if that works? Like, if you use Nicobolas Dragon God to emblem a Gideon, does the emblem refer to Nicobolas the Dragon God? I feel like in a lot of cases that does work, but I don't know if it works with the way this is worded, because it's like stealing... I don't know. For some reason, I think it doesn't work. Although you are right that if you, like... copy something that refers to a specific ability, that name usually changes to go along with it. But I feel like the way this is formatted, it probably doesn't work. I'll draw 2 more cards. I would like to hit another counter. A counter would be nice. Well, it's not a good counter, but it is a counter. Oath of... Oh my god, Oath of... We gotta go for it. Oath of Teferi. Oath of Teferi. Playing the Niv. We're doing it. Nicobolas. Should we try it? Should we try it for science or draw a card? Because drawing a card is always good. We can reanimate something. Like Chandra. Yeah, we can Tameo return life gain at some point. Tamio.
Let us see if your talents are worth cataloging.
Tick up Tamio. Lightning Helix.
I know I noted this somewhere.
Come on. Come on. Give us that sweet, sweet life gain. Whiff. Tick down Tamio. Get back Dovin's veto for this turn. So we have a counter.
I have learned much from my ancestors.
Draw 2 cards.
My geniuses are matched.
Tick up on Gideon. Niv is coming back anyway, so we're getting Niv back too. Pass the turn. Oh my goodness, this game. What a ridiculous game. All right, Niv comes back. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Opponent is going to scry. Yeah, I mean, I guess if they top deck another Chandra, that is a problem. Because we can't veto it. On the other end, we're like, okay, 2 to the bottom. We get back Niv. There's also a decent chance Niv hits a Helix. Or not. Crosses. Clarion. Well, I mean, okay. Draw 6. Take them all. Do some discarding. Opponent's gonna make a token. Sure. Come on, no shot. We're gonna get the comeback. We're gonna get the comeback. No. Hey, what's up, Nalakilla? Yes, we are trying your deck. No Chandra off the top, please. No Chandra off the top. Expressive Iteration, Deafening Clarion, Angrath, Prismari Command. Oh, pass the turn. No Chandras. No Chandras. If we untap, I think we win. If we untap, we should be good. 1 to the top. Are they digging for a Chandra? Does our opponent... Is that the line they're going for? Opponent. Takes up on Niv. Okay.
Now it's my turn.
And... passes? Okay. We gotta be able to win from here. We gotta. So we get pinged 3 times. Down to 1. What a ridiculous game this has been. Yeah, we just don't have anything really to attack with to get the life gain there. So. All right. How do we do this? How do we do this? Well, tick up. Take him to go Bolas. Draw land. Opponent sacks.
I outsmarted you eons ago.
Tick down to Kobolas. Using Tamio's ability to get Lightning Helix. What a match. What a game. Lightning Helix our opponent. Go back up to 4, so we're not dead yet. Take up Tamio. Name Lightning Helix.
And fine.
Lightning Helix. Hitting a bonus one would be sweet. Whiff. Take down Tamio. Get back Lightning Helix. Oh, I can't believe this is sort of working. We were so far behind. Wait, what am I doing wrong? What did I miss? On Virgin, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Helix, you. Draw 2 cards with Nico Bolas.
My knowledge.
Ha! It's a Helix. That's not bad. And a post comes it up. Oh, what a win! What a win! What a win! I mean, well, yeah, killing and reanimating Gideon would be sweet, but I think we actually needed. I don't actually think we needed it. We just need to cast a lot of lightning helixes. I cannot believe we won that game. Wow! That actually worked. Did you see the perfection SL practitioners with birds listening to boombox? Huh? Did you see the perfection secret lair persistent petitioners with birds listening to boombox? I did. That was a good one. Oh, I thought that was a pretty interesting. That was a pretty interesting game. I thought that was like very interesting all around. I mean, it was kind of heart attack inducing, but we were under 4 Chandra emblems, and we managed to lightning helix our way out of it. Quitter, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, more removal for big things seems good. The helix has apparently got to stay. What is bad? Like, is Deafening Clarion even good? Probably not. Not that many of them, at least. We need to be able to kill Strict Proctor at instant speed. And we need to be able to deal with Planeswalkers. Apparently, those are the 2 things that we need. Maybe Dovin's just bad. They have so much mana that a 1-mana tax doesn't seem very good. Let's go down the Dovin. Run it like that. Run it like that. Kaya for tokens. If they beat us with tokens, then I think they deserve to win. I don't think they can actually beat us with the 1/1s from that land. Icy Doc for the 33rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Does not stop a Strict Proctor Lotus Field draw. Kavu, though, that's a big boy. That's got a good body. Yeah, we got the Clothes in the deck. This one's really close. What do you say? Keep or mull? Keep or mull, chat? What do you want? What do you think with this one? I'm like right on the fence. The nibs are nice, but bad against Strict Proctor. We did win the last game, miraculously. Maybe we just mull. Let's mull. All right, this hand I actually kind of like. We'll put a... Oh, dear. We'll put a Fabled Passage to the bottom. All right. Well, in theory, Lightning Helix can stop the Strict Proctor if we can get it down in time. That is our hope. That is our hope and dream. This hand's actually good. I like this hand. Opponent manages to scry without stifling themselves. Krakra. Actually, I Triumph go about it. Karth would be so much fun in Historic. It would be ridiculously fun. I bet they get around to adding it. I really think they should. All right, there's the Proctor. This might be one of those cases where it's just a bit too late. Do they have the Lotus Field opponent? Oh, they're going to dig for it. We have the answer, but our mana is just so slow. I really think they should just add all of Modern Horizons. Add all of Modern Horizons to Arena, or all supplemental products. Oh, they don't have it. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. Opponent hits us. Crack this. Get a white source. Okay. Okay, we're live. Get a plains. Drop to 19. Helix the Proctor. World Tree. All right, we're in it. We're in it. We're in the game. We're in the game. I mean, so I think what you do is just put the supplemental products on Arena into Historic, and then ban is necessary. That would be what I would, I think, prefer. Well, tap land. Go. I think that would be my preferred solution. Then we're getting all the cards to build back towards Modern and Pioneer. Silverfox, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, y'all Arion. We're getting all the cards to build back towards Modern. All the cards to build back through Pioneer. And it's shaking up Historic, and for stuff that's busted, like Ragavan, which maybe they just shouldn't print stuff that's busted anyway, but worst case, you just ban it. Just ban it out of the format, and give people their wild cards back, please, Wizards. Hey, what's up, N7? How are you? About it. Gonna draw some cards. So, question for you, Jay. I know we've talked a lot about Historic. We talked about this on the podcast lately. We've talked a lot about, and a lot of people have talked a lot about, Alchemy and its potential impact on Historic. What do you make of like the Hooglandia Open that happened this weekend? Like looking at the Hooglandia Open, it looks pretty much like Historic. Like yes, there is a Bant Blink with Captain in it, with Inquisitor Captain, but really Heliod Company, food, the weird Thassa's Oracle combo, or the weird Grixis combo deck, the one of combo deck, a bunch of Izzet decks. This looks kind of like every tournament we've seen. Like if anything, it looks healthier than some of them because it's not all Izzet, which we've seen before. But looking at this event, it kind of makes me think like maybe so far Alchemy hasn't had that big of an impact, as big of an impact as we were worried about. On the other hand, like of course, humans not high in the meta when that got knocked down with some of the nerfings, and of course, Alchemy is going to be happening every set release. So just because it didn't happen yet doesn't mean it's not going to happen. But I would say the early results seem to be that Alchemy hasn't had that big of an impact on Historic so far. Oh my goodness. We have a new donation from Icy Doc. Hey Seth, did you see they updated Historic and gave Ornithopter protection from response resurgence in the last update? They are calling it the Saffron Patch. That was 2 weeks ago, Icy Doc. That was 2 weeks ago. That was like too much of magics ago. Am I never going to live down that punt? Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Oh, thank you. Wow, this mana. Yeah, we definitely gotta change the mana. The mana is what's wrecking us. This is the second game where we've had multiple world trees in 5 lands and not really been able to do what we need to do. I feel like we got to drop the world trees, or most of them, for triobes. Punk BL, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription for your third month. Big scoop cheer for you. Thanks for the decks. Mono Red Prison, one of my favorite decks, and I love your recent video on it. Hey, thank you. Yeah, Mono Red Prison is like one of my favorite decks too. That's one of my all-time favorite modern decks. Oh, is this even worth it? Do we got to save it for something better? It is a 4/4 that we can't really stop. Yeah, we probably got to counter it. Oh, Magic Gods. We need a land. Yeah, I think Tree is a one-of. Might be about right. I just want more Triomes. I want more lands that tap for a bunch of mana so we can actually cast our spells like our namesake Niv. Like, look at where we're at now. Jeez, so bad. This is so brutal. All right. Well, feel free to cast your Planeswalkers and make us die. Hydroid Crosses. All right, we hit a land. Well, now the World Trees will do stuff. Is it too late? That is the only question. There's a Craw. Yeah, Triumphs. The Kafu is a little hit or miss with the current mana base. An opponent, Archmage's Charm. Gonna draw some cards. Well, we got the perfect mana now, which is big. That's super helpful. Do you think we're going to get new Triomes in New Caprina? We got to, right? I would be very surprised if we didn't. I think Triomes are popular in Commander. They are they're valuable enough that they matter to Wizards. Like, people, I think, will buy packs. It's not like some, you know, janky snarl cycle. It's worth $1. Like, they're valuable enough that people will buy packs to get them. So yeah, I think they almost have to be. I mean, I'm sure they will be eventually. I'm hoping it's a New Caprina, and not, you know, a year from now or 2 years from now or 5 years from now. But yeah, that would be my prediction. I would predict the rest of the Triomes in New Caprina. Chance for Glory, extra. So opponent is playing Chance for Glory. I mean, this is one of those decks that a lot of it is stuff I like. I love the like Chance for Glory extra turn plan, but I dislike that it's just like it's kind of just a Teferi control deck. Like it's a really spicy concept meshed in with one of my least favorite concepts in Historic, where it's like, blue control, but I might have a Chance for Glory sometime. So I don't know how to feel. I don't know how to feel about it. I have very mixed feelings. Opponent, Lotus Field. Actually got to sack some lands. Still very good with Teferi. Opponent does have to stop the lose the game trigger at some point. Did they say what set will come out in MH2 time period? So in 2022, Narset. So in 2022, what we got is, so Kamigawa coming shortly. Spoilers are picked back up in a couple of weeks. So Kamigawa first. Innistrad Rebel feature, that doesn't count. Commander Collection Black, that actually comes out end of January. So then there'll be Unfinity in April. Capita, Streets of New Capita in probably April-ish. It's Q2, they haven't announced it. I think the set that's going to replace Modern Horizons is Commander Legends 2. Better for Baldur's Gate. It looks like, if you just look at the schedule for the year, it should be coming out around when Modern Horizons did. And then we got Double Masters. Double Masters is other big set, and then Jumpstart apparently at the end of the year. And then Secret Layers for days. Hey, what's up, Katie? Good to see you, good to see you. Oh, so reminder now that more people are here. Thursday, viewer battle stream. We will be, viewer battle stream. It is your chance to battle me and have fun and show off your cool decks. So if you would like to viewer battle me, send me an email, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com, and let me know your arena name, the format you want to play, and I will get you on the list. I mean, we got to try, because if this Teferi lives, we die. All right, so opponent, handful of counters. Ugh, yeah, now our opponent's untapping with infinite mana, Narset, and Teferi, which I think is dead. Lord of the Rings doesn't come out until the following year, as far as we know. So I believe it's, yeah, Thursday stream. Gosh, darn it. So yeah, Lord of the Rings is 2023, I believe. Opponent. When Teferi's untapping 4 mana a turn, it's kind of bonkers. Opponent gets in, hits us. And they just randomly have Thought Distor. Wait. Oh my god. They're not even a black deck. I just realized that. They're not even a black deck. They're just YOLOing it off of Lotus Field. If they counter this, then we're probably just gonna scoop. Cycles of Farmland. Niv, please. Cycles of Triumph. See, those Triumphs are good. Niv draws us. All right, they have an Unholy Heat. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, not a bad Niv. Not the worst. Kill the Teferi. We're trying our hardest. Arena Direct challenges bug. My friend and I cannot challenge each other anymore. You should make sure you can challenge viewers before then. Oh no. Oh no. Is that actually a thing? Has anyone done a challenge recently? If challenges are bugged, then we might not be able to do viewer battles, because without challenges, I don't think it's possible that we can do viewer battles. Have you ever watched Games Done Quick speedruns? I've watched some content about speedruns, but I've never actually watched someone speedrun. Well, Teferi.
Right on schedule.
Tuck the Chandra for now.
Reverse.
Sack this. Is it good? Yeah, I've watched. I never remember the name of this channel, but there's a YouTube channel that makes videos about like gaming records and speedruns, and their videos are really good. They're even on topics that I don't especially care about, but they end up being really entertaining. So that's most of what I know about speedrunning is from those videos, actually. All right. Pass the turd. We're not dead yet. I voted a Daps. No lammies, please. Opponent. Shark Typhoon with 2 lands. And no. Okay. Opponent attacks a Teferi, kills a Teferi. Sure.
Really should have seen that.
Are we in this game again? Is this gonna be another ridiculous summoning salt? Yeah, that's the one. Video's very, very good. Are we in this game again? Maybe. Go to combat. Attack the Narset. Exile something. Opponent can chump. But we get to Niv. And we get to pay for Strict Proctor. I mean, there's hope. There's hope. Fighting through all the Planeswalkers. We know the Chandra's going to be coming in 2 turns. Well, Niv. Pay. I guess it might be coming in 1 turn if they scry for it. Okay, Niv. Pay for the Niv. Come on, Magic Gods. Come on, Magic Gods. I recommend using Moto for viewer battles. Yeah, the challenge is that a lot of people that viewer battle don't have cards on Moto, but they have the cards on Arena. So that's kind of, oh, yes. Oh, that is a hit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was a really good one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw them all. Land untapped. Pass the turn. Opponent scried away the Chandra. All right, pass the turn. We got a chance. Fleewee, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you. But Arena Direct is bugged. It's not possible. Well, if that's the case, then the answer might be that we just are unable to do viewer battles for now. Yeah. Exiling Shark Typhoon does seem good. I would like to do it next turn if possible, so we can leave up Veto too. I'm worried about going shields down. If we get to untap untap, get ping, sure. Oh, now we got options. So, Fry an Unknown. So let's Vanishing Verse. And a post comes it up. We actually did it. Wait, why? All right, who wants to share me your arena info real quick? A quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. I can't believe we won that match. That was ridiculous. Who wants to try a challenge real quick? Because I've been talking about this viewer battle stream on Thursday, and if we can't challenge, then none of this matters. None of this matters. Like, it all goes out the window. Okay, I guess we'll have to try it. If anyone wants to try it, let me know. All right, let me see, Lucid. Let's try it. And then we're going to the next game. We're not doing viewer battles today. So, I'm Saffron Olive 60422. 60422. So, Lucid, challenge match. Deck doesn't matter. I just want to see if this works. Historic Super Friends. Is historic okay? How is we're so bad at this? What? Why can't we just have fun things? Why can't we just have fun things like viewer battles on Arena? Why can't we have spectator mode? Why can't we have friends lists and deck sharing and all this stuff? Wizards. It really is like kind of depressing. It seems so simple. Why would Wizards do good if you were going to pay them anyway? Yeah, I mean, that it might be what they're thinking. You haven't received an invite. Did I do it? Am I doing it improperly? So I think I did it correctly. Maybe it just actually really doesn't work. Yeah, the deck limit's kind of silly. I don't know why. I don't know why they have that. Direct challenge. Lucid with the numbers. Is that how the bug works? Is you just don't get the notification? Like nothing pop up? All right, so Lucid, just for the sake of my sanity, how about if you try challenging me and see if it does anything different? And then we'll move on. Then we'll move on to playing more Magic, I promise. So try challenging me, or someone else try challenging me and see if anything pops up. It's all right, Rooker. I've accepted your friend request. Now see if you can challenge me. Saffron Olive, number 60422. Oh, that challenge worked. Maybe. Let's play best of one game. Oh, it only... Hopefully it doesn't only work for best of one. That would be a bummer. So maybe it can work from... I don't even know if this is going to work from the friends list. Are you guys ever going to do a Hooglandia type event? Oh, okay. Well, so I'm going to say we're going to try it. It seems like maybe it'll sort of kind of work sometimes, because we did get into a game there. It might be more complicated. We're gonna move forward attempting to do viewer battle stream. What's up, Broker Dog? Welcome to my friends list. So we're gonna thank you for testing it with me. I had it work the other day. If you do a direct challenge, you both have to select the same settings for it to work. All right, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. If it's a complete disaster, then we'll do something else. But so yeah, viewer battles on Thursday's stream. We did want to update that. Actually, we want to try the mono blue deck, didn't we? Oh, standard. Are we gonna play standard? I think we're going to. Is the Goldfish website down? It wasn't as of before I started streaming. Is it down now? Uh-oh. Oh no, it made it. It loaded slowly for me, but it did load. So I don't think it's down. But it did load kind of slowly. So I would love to do a Hooglandia Open type event. I think it would be really fun. The main sticking point is just, I can't believe this deck is a thing. The main sticking point is just the amount of time and effort it takes to do it right, to get coverage set up. We've never done it before. So I am hopeful that it is a thing that will happen eventually. as I'm typing this deck list in, I'm thinking how is this possible that this deck went to Mythic? Elrond, these are all cards. These are all cards that like no one plays. I don't even have 4 of them because no one plays them, and I have pretty much everything, and I'm having to craft mythics from like a year ago because we've just never played them because no one plays them. Mind Flayer, a full play set. Is there any chance this is real, or is this a WOTC staff? Is this a WOTC staff scam of some kind? 28 lands. No. How? 28 lands. I'm missing something. What card are we missing here? All right, Field of Ruin. I'm missing oh, they keep taking away lands, I see. We need 4 more islands. Oh, Tempt. I don't know. What do you think the odds are of this deck winning, chat? Actually, I can't see chat at the moment. Give me a second as I finish putting this deck together. Dragon Turtle. Such a weird list. How is Standard? I haven't played Standard in quite a while. I don't think I played Standard since Alchemy came out, really. Is it the Standard I know and love? Epiphany all day. Consuming Tide. All right. Well, I don't know how this deck can possibly work. Will we win a game? Only play Standard at low levels and it's diverse. I didn't actually type out the whole deck list. I put the link to the tweet in the chat. So if you want the deck list, WOTC Blue, probably a good name for it. Is it really possible? Is it really possible that someone from WOTC is mythic with this deck? I mean, we're gonna try it. So we gotta read some of these cards. Elrond. I guess you play the Raven side and you're trying to draw cards with grass. Let's try it. Let's just try it. We haven't played Standard in a while. Let's just try it. Once we get like 3 Epiphany matches in a row, then we'll go back to Historic. Oh, wait. This is assuming we can find our way into it. WOTC Blue. Gotta be here somewhere. How does this line up? So someone said, oh, it's alphabetical order, but it's not really alphabetical. It like is partly alphabetical. It starts at alphabetical, and then it switches again in the middle and goes back to A. Is that like formats? I don't think it's formats though. I don't know. Well, let's try it. Standard for the first time in forever. Maybe they didn't make it to Mythic and just played it to Mythic. I mean, that is possible. I don't know why. I don't know. Why would a WOTC staff member? Well, I guess we try this. 2 spirits. Why would a WOTC staff member like kind of lie about it though? 28 lands is such a huge amount. That's the part that gets me. Ranger class. Well, land go. About it. Oh, best of 1 versus best of 3. That makes sense. Opponent pumps the wolf. Goes to combat. Well, I mean, I guess we run this out. I guess we actually should have waited till end step because they could Blizzard Brawl it, but yeah, there's 4 mismatch lands, unfortunately. I didn't take the time to update them because I still can't believe this deck actually works. 28 lands! 28 lands. Who plays 28 lands? All right. Go to combat. Attack you for 2. Look at this hand. It's all lands. But this isn't even like a blue control deck. This is like a... I don't even know. I don't even... They're just blue cards. Blue cards that I've never seen before. Okay, there's the Fatal Push. Opponent hits us. Actually, come to think of it, like... This has almost as many lands as the Yarion deck we were just playing, actually. Really, truly. Almost as much as our historic Yarion deck. No, there's no... This is standard. This is not alchemy. This is not alchemy. We're not playing alchemy. It's all real standard cards. Tempted by the Orc is sweet. Opponent hits us down to 7. I think we're pretty dead. Well, opponent keeps saying nice for some reason. Elrond is a card that exists. This thing's a 5/5. Well, I think creatures. Creature? Ooh, 2 creatures. All right, that is a 7/7. We're not 100% dead yet. Opponent, that's an Elrond. That's an Elrond. That's a big Elrond. Opponent. Try mulligans for less lands and assume you draw more. Or just cut them. Opponent goes attacking. I mean, if you got a mulligan to try to find, if you got a mulligan to consistently get rid of lands, it might be worth just cutting a few. Maybe we just play slightly less. So this can't attack. We can't Hullbreaker Horror yet. Well, one team, Allison enters the fray. Grazilax. No, I do kind of like the Elrond synergy with being able to see the top of our deck. All right, a creature. Mind Flayer actually seems really good if we can live. I don't know if we can, but if we do live. Ah! Okay. Okay. So this becomes a 9/9? Oh my god. Block, block, block. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Not dead yet. Come on, Mind Flayer. Save us. Save us. Down to 2. Mind Flayer. Yoink. Join us, Wolf Token. Island. Okay. Okay. Not dead. Not dead yet. Dead yet. Well, so we drew infinite lands. Quite literally. Opponent drew 4 lands, we do 12 lands. Going to need to mute our opponent, I think. Each player returns a non-land they control. Return all non-lands. Wait. Each player chooses a non-land. Oh, this is when you choose one and bounce the rest. All right. Well, Dragon Turtle seems good. I don't even know. I've never seen anyone play these cards before. Yeah, I mean, when you have an opponent that acts like that, which I also find very annoying, I like to assume they're probably just like, 10 years old or something. Not that they're a jerk or like a bad person. They're probably just like a little kid who likes clicking buttons. That would be my guess. Mono green. Hullbreaker Horror is weird in this. I think we just cut lands. I cannot imagine that 28 lands is correct. I really, truly... Or Cram or Canister. I really, truly cannot... Our direct match is bugged or not. We're hoping not. I don't think they're 100% bugged. Some of them worked and some of them didn't work, so we're gonna continue with the plan of doing a viewer battle stream on Thursday. Dr. Shandor, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank ya. Oh no, we go down to 25 lands and just immediately get mana screwed. Awkward, very awkward. Or what about just like Seagate Restoration? Some MDFC action? You know, land, go to combat, venture into a dungeon. Well, I guess we could have played this thing and drawn, couldn't we? Scry. To the bottom. Cemetery Illuminator. No current value. Land on top, pass the turn. Okay. Opponent. No fatal pushes, please. Yeah, it probably was best just to run out Grizzlex. Just run out Grizzlex. Yeah, I think adding MDFCs, if we do insist on having 28 lands, adding some MDFCs seems like a good way to do that without getting too punished. Well, this time I think we will draw a card. Land Grizzlex. Hit ya. Venture and draw. I mean, that's kind of sweet. Treasure token. And land. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we're not that far away from Flashing and Hullbreaker, which is pretty big. Opponent. Yeah, who would have thought if you cut lands, you're less likely to draw them? Who would have guessed? I think it plays land so you draw more off Elrid. Could be. I mean, we should probably kill this. We got other forms of card advantage. About it. All right. Inscriptions of Abundance for days. I don't know. We were naming creature with, oh dear, that's bad. Bad. Ooh, that's less bad. For the time being, at least. Land, Mind Flayer. We've been naming creature with Elrin so far, and it's kind of been working out. Hit ya. Venture. Into... I mean, I guess that. Stop the back leader, pass the turn. It's kind of working. It kind of is actually oddly working in the weirdest way possible. The curve is high. Hullbreaker is pretty funny when you don't have a bunch of cheap instants, or like at all. This is the most fair Hullbreaker of all time. Opponent, looking at our board, looking at our Mind Flayer. Do they realize this is technically negative power at the moment? Opponent, Field of Ruin. And Froghemoth. Okay, gonna get big. No blocks. All right, not great. Oh, come on. Land for Hullbreaker. Oh, or that's also kind of good. Mind Flayer is kind of sweet. Why does anyone play Mind Flayer? So we steal this, complete the dungeon, draw a bunch of cards, and then Froghemoth keeps hitting us. This does kind of feel a little like a precon deck. Or do we steal the Froghemoth? Yeah, I guess we got to take Pack Leader. Mind Flayer. Yoink. Attack. Draw. Land. Down to 4. Venture. Draw more. Land. Okay, Raven. The bird is here. Pass the turn. About it. Are we going to win this? Is this happening? Are we taking down mono green with this ridiculous yoink pile? About it. Yeah, Mind Flayer, I mean, removal is going to snowball in a really negative direction. But, yeah, 3 inscriptions. Golly gee. All right, so opponent, the master of drawing inscriptions of abundance. Goes back up to 12 thanks to Inscription of Abundance. That's frightening. Field of Ruin. And it's an 8/8? Huh. Okay. Well, go on T. Get in there. Keep doing your thing. The deck seems like it's just playing it for value, I guess. Like, it seems like Wanti is just, I don't even know. It just is in the deck for value. I'll pass the turn. Go-Go, Hullbreaker, Horror. Opponent. Opponent is probably not expecting Hullbreaker Horror out of our deck. If they have that power doubling enchantment, we're super dead. Yeah, not many decks play Wanti Malison. I mean, it is one of the better venture creatures. It is essentially unblockable a lot of the time, so it's not horrible, but... Okay, this is kind of working. Really? You're worried about that? Okay. Sure. We'll grab a land. We do lose our Spectral Adversary, which is annoying. Sculptor of Winter. Opponent. Well, Hullbreaker. Untap. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Wow, there's actually a funny little synergy here. The Raven picks itself up so we can cast it again with Hullbreaker, which is pretty funny. We're going for lethal. We're going for lethal. Pick it up. Pick up that Sculptor. Keep the old one. Smack ya. Ah, it worked. Okay. That actually felt weirdly kind of good. I mean, in some ways, this deck epitomizes what I like blue being. Like, it's mono blue, but it's not just like draw, go, counter all your spells. Hey, what's up, Dairy Zero? How are you? Like, I don't know. This seems like a kind of fun take on... It seems like a kind of fun take on mono blue. It still looks incredibly weird, and I'm still... it can't. 28 lands. It can't be. That can't be right. That can't be. I still think that can't be right. But we won a game against mono green, which is sweet. Yeah, Mind Flayer was really good. And Tempt is pretty good against them as well. And Hullbreaker was fine. I mean, maybe we just... Oh, so what do you think the correct number of lands for this is? This isn't even control like at all, though. Like, it's a mono blue mid-range. We have, like, no counters. I guess we have these creature counters. But the deck is, like, all creatures and a million lands. I don't even know what to consider. Mono blue mid-range is probably as close as it is. Yeah, Tempted is really, really good. In the right matchups, at least. I don't know if it's good against Epiphany decks, but... Wow. Okay. That actually worked. So how many lands do you think would be optimal? Well, we'll see. We're up against mono green right now, so we will find out shortly. Well, I think we can keep this. We can play Raven. We can play Raven on 2. And then Tempt. Maybe. Opponent. Ranger class. That's a good one. Or we could flash this in and start drawing cards. That might be better. Because the Raven's going to pick itself up. Yeah, let's wait and try to Elrod. Pass the 40. 40 cannot be correct either. Old growth troll. Opponent. Gonna go attacking. No Spectral Adversary. No blocks. Down to 18. Land. Grazilax. Draw a card. More Field of Ruins. Okay. Okay, not gonna die to Faceless Haven. Guild of Gwyn. Alright, Blizzard Brawl. Kills our stuff. I mean, we do get to steal something here. Probably Old Growth Troll. Opponent hits us. Grows the Dork. Well, alright. Tempt the Troll. If they follow this up with a Frog, we are pretty wrecked. Yeah, Grazilax actually has felt pretty good at the moment, somehow. It looks a little janky with the once per turn restriction, but it actually plays really well. Oh, I know. the end of SCG coverage is sad. And then, like, I don't know what's going on in the world of Magic content at the moment. Like, Cedric left SCG, Patrick Sullivan left SCG, and then I just saw that Gabby's leaving Channel Fireball. So that's a lot of like long-time content creator types that are just not doing it anymore, apparently. Which is kind of, I don't know why this is all happening at once. UHF, welcome to the Fishbowl. Finally made it to Mythic and Historic with Bant Turbo Fog. Whoa, celebratory's up. What does your list look like? That sounds really, really sweet. We love you, Saffron. That's what matters most. I love you all too, and you're right. That is what matters most. We need more love in the world. That's what it comes down to, seriously. Yeah, Gabby just announced it on her Twitter today. I mean, so Gabby had been out on maternity leave, but she announced that she would not be returning when she was supposed to after maternity leave was done. So she's just not coming back after maternity leave, essentially. Darkwing Duck, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super chat for you. Thank ya. Yeah, she didn't really go into depth in her reasoning on Twitter, so I don't know. It could be, I mean, I'm sure having a baby probably changes things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, maybe mono green on the play is tricky. Pass the turn, opponent. I bought your Disturbed Spirit deck from Card Hoarder. Super excited to take it to my LGS this weekend. Did you also make sure to get a free token? Letting them know in your order notes that you wanted one. I'm glad you got it. Disturbed Spirits is super fun. It's a really fun deck. And based on the leaks that we've been seeing from Kamigawa, Spirits are probably about to get, oh, okay, that does it. Actually, no, it doesn't do it, does it? I think this lets us stay alive now. Our opponent hitting us with that Field of Ruin allowed us the mana to play the Hullbreaker and might keep us alive. Wow. All they had to do was not feel. We still need to hit a spell or something to go with the Hullbreaker. Opponent attacks with everything. Oh, does this Ranger class ruin our day? Opponent gets to draw 1,000,000 cards. Are we still dead? Oh, we need something. We need something off the top. Assuming we live. All right. Draws a handful of cards. Oh my goodness, these emotes. Should have muted you an hour ago. Wait, was there a Blizzard Brawl? There was. Well, we should still block that. All right, block and block. Down to 3. Spells. Preferably ones that draws cards. Which we don't really have. But, still. Ranger class number 30. Oh! Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah? I'll hit you for 7. 5, 6, 7, 2, 6. So we can phase out 2 and bounce 1. All right. I'll hit you for 7. That was actually a pretty good deck. That was a top deck. That was a really good top deck. Yeah, I mean, we do want to hit our land drop every turn. 28 just seems so high. I think actually I just want MDFCs. I just want some MDFCs, and then I'll play all the lands you want. As long as I got the MDFCs. Come on, no frogs. No froggy myth. Opponent. I mean, this might actually give us a chance. Levels of Ranger class. Spectral Adversary. Bounce the token. phase out the werewolf. Oh, the Turbo Fogless looks fun. Approach of the Second Sons. Cool to see that doing things. Yeah, opponent's got all the Ranger classes. Phase them out. Blade. Top deck, please. Top deck, please. Sculptor winner. Elrond's not the worst. Well, we'll play an Elrond. We will bounce the Blight Blade. Play the land. So this is coming back. This is gonna give a million triggers. Can we even afford to attack? Oh no, do we attack? Yeah, our opponent, maybe we should unmute them because I'm kind of curious. I'm kind of curious what they're saying now. Yes, they are. It's just like compulsive emoting. So we know our opponent's hand. Okay, that was enough. Yes, you're still going at it. So this is coming back. It can attack. This can attack. Our opponent's going to get... Oh, they can play creatures off the top of their deck. So that means they shouldn't have probably don't have a creature on the top of their deck. So we're going to get 3 +1/+1 counters. We want to keep Elrond alive. So we need to block. We can't take a hit from anything. Yeah, Froghemoth wrecks us. I mean, you know what? We're not going to attack. We're not going to attack because we got this Elrond. Oh! Elrond the Whiffmaster. Oh my god, and they had the Froghemoth. Okay. Well. Oh, that's a card we were afraid of. Yeah, phase out those emotes. That was exactly the card we were afraid of. Hi, Caliber! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big subscription for you. Well, opponent had the best possible card. We really, really, really need to draw non-lands. Opponent passes. Wow, that's not only a non-land, but one of the literal best non-lands we could possibly draw. That was a good top deck. Mind Flayer. Bounce. Pack Leader. Steal Froghemoth. Go to combat. Attack. Is it possible that we're going to win this? Is it possible we're going to win this? About it. Down to 8. Oh, and we get to gain life too? That's actually big. That's actually really big. That little tiny bit of life is actually kind of relevant. Elrond triggers. We're going to win this. Oh my god, we're going to win this. Creature, please work for once. Oh, double hit. And it's Dragon Turtle the weak cast instant speed. Oh my goodness, maybe this deck actually is. Maybe this deck actually is working. About it. We're gonna beat Mono Green. We're gonna beat him. Azeka's Chariot. Certainly. That's allowed. Legal play. About it. Dead. They're gonna be dead. Werewolf Pack Leader. Well, we will Dragon Turtle. Bounce a token. Game. I can't believe, I don't understand either how this is working. Tap down the Blight Blade. And I don't know how our opponent gets out of this now. We got the big board where the mono green deck is getting run over by the mono blue deck. We're going over the top of mono green with the jankiest mono blue pile. Opponent. I mean, I just don't really care at this. I mean, I think we should turn on the emotes. What should we say anything? I'm not a dirty spam emoter though. I need to be able to sleep at night. Oh, are they gonna salty rope? Oh, going crazy with the emo. Yorgo. I mean, a Yorgo is. I can't do the early good game. I can't. That's. It drives me too crazy. A Yorgo. I could probably give a Yorgo now that they're stalling. Beef, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. They're salty roping. They spam emoted us all game with their mono green deck. And now that our dragon turtles are beating them, they're salty roping. Which is absolutely hilarious. I actually kind of like this opponent. Fantaser, shout out to you. That was an entertaining match. You were driving me a little insane, but Alias Babylon, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Oh, opponent. I think our opponent did. They tilted themselves by spamming their emotes. They thought they had us. They did, and I kind of did too. HS Massman, welcome to the fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. All right, opponent. I guess it's time for another Yorgo and a hello. And a nice. And a oops. And another oops. Oh, it's not even working anymore. Why does it keep saying... There we go. Now I feel guilty. Now I feel guilty about all those emotes. I don't want to do the good game early. I'll do it after... If the game ends, then I'll do it, but... The emotes are so restricted. We need more emotes than just what we have. These cannot capture all of. All right, there's a good game time. Well, all right, we'll take it. Maybe this deck is busted. I'm still adding some MDFCs. I can't bring myself to play 28 lands. Although it actually, maybe the problem with MDFCs is they don't work with Alrun as much as we'd like. Maybe that's 28 lands can't be right though, can it? That's so many. That's such an incredibly high number. I feel like it can't be. But maybe WOTC staff is a genius. Oh, 28. It hurts me to think about. Ooh, glass pool. Not all of our creatures are legends. All right. Let's go with that. That works with the theme of the deck, and it allows us to cut. I mean, it's not even very good, but and maybe more Hall of the Storm Giants. How about that? Let's try it again. I mean, it actually did somehow kind of work. I mean, I'm eating my words about this deck. I thought it was a... Oh, I still can't. That still feels like so many lands. It's still kind of 28 lands. All right. How about this? All right. And, Oh, I thought this worked. It doesn't work. Yeah, I guess we can just add Joy Disruption. But again, like, do we need real lands? Are we planning on naming land with Elrond? If we're not gonna name land with Elrond, then we might as well play about as many MDFCs as possible. If we think we're actually going to name land with Elrond on a regular basis, Then this, let's try it like this. Let's just try it. Let's just try and see what happens. Well, it's 28 lands, but now some of them work as spells. But it is, you're right, it is still 20, it still is 28 lands. Maybe we made it worse, we'll see. Jace Mirror Mage, ooh. Jace, so I think we want to focus on the creature types with Elrin. Elrin actually, like, seemed kind of good that match somehow. I don't even know. Huh? What happened? Arena. Come on now. Come on. Oh my goodness. Why? This was like a half-built version of a budget deck that... Oh my god. Why did it change our deck? Yeah, that was a strange mono blue deck. How do we get to budget disturbed auras? Which is most randomly in the middle of our deck list. It's in this huge pile. It's nowhere. Who knows? Who knows anymore? All right, WOTC blue, WOTC blue. I think that's just an arena bud. You never know on arena these days. Weird things happen. I think you want untap so you can hit Hull Break on curve and name land with Elrin. Yeah, I mean, we were wondering about that. So far, we have, like, not named land with Elrin, period. But maybe that's part of the plan. I don't know if it's worth building around the idea that you're going to do that, but yeah. We haven't done that once yet, though. Yeah, we'll try this. We'll see. I mean, if it's worse, then we know what to do. We just drop all the MDFCs and go back to what we were doing before, which is playing all the lands. Opponent. That would be interesting and scary if Arena could hear us talking about a deck list and just switch to it. I'm sure Arena does not have that technology. Arena doesn't have the technology to do... I mean, I guess the land tapping has improved. I'll give it that. The land tapping is definitely a lot better than it used to be. All right, go Haka. Haka the Raven. Opponent. This deck is a good example of Arena costing more than Moto. I mean, this deck I think would be pretty cheap on Moto. Oh, wow. Wait, are we an unranked? That feels like things an unranked deck would do. Cemetery Eliminator. Or maybe Burn is tier now. It has been a minute since we've played... Standard. Maybe Burn is just top tier. Opponent plays a land. And... will Arena listen if we say we are going to quit and never spend money if we keep losing? No. Arena might listen if you quit. If a whole bunch of people quit, then they might listen. But if you just say you're gonna quit, I think WOTC's wise to the community. They know us. They know that. They know that we like to complain about things. And I think they just sometimes don't take us seriously. So I don't think our words have much of an impact at this point. Well, Illuminator Part 2. Dry Disruption. Go. About it untapped. I did my part and stopped playing Arena. More invested in paper than ever. How's paper been? Fading Hope could be a good sideboard option, maybe. Or M. Carlos. Okay. Well, that would look pretty good on our side of the battlefield. All right, play with fire. Sure. Sure. Hits us. Well, I guess we take it. Take the rem, play the land, hit ya. Exile the instant. Everything under the Cemetery Illuminator, put it down to 16. Speaking of money, I solved my cube budget issue. I spent 14 hours making a buy list of cards for Card Kingdom out of old EDH cards I don't use. I got $1,000 in store credit. The Innistrad Cube Dream is real. Hey, awesome, Jake. Yeah, if you buy list that way and then also take advantage of... wow, opponents kill their own rem. Like whatever bonus you get for taking store credit, it actually works out pretty good. Because a lot of times there's like a pretty meaningful bonus. Percentage-wise for taking store credit. So I'm glad it worked out for you. Yeah, now we're like, remember that South Park episode with magic in it? Now we are literally Cox Magic. I've been debating whether I was going to tell that joke for like ever since Chris Cox got hired. I've been waiting for the perfect moment, and now that someone said Chris Cox is the Hasbro CEO now. That was it. That was the time. That's the time. A week in the making. The bonus is solid. I took credit bonus for a couple of Meathook Massacres, and that's how I funded the whole deck. Ooh, nice. Haha. Our MDFC plan coming through. Last pull Mimic off the top. Exile the Rem. Play the land. Hit ya. We even get the combo. We talked about this before about the possibility during spoiler season of using Cemetery Illuminator to cast spells during your turn and your opponent's turn, and we're about to see that. Like, we got the am I misunderstanding this? Once each turn, we should be able to cast this, right? Card type, creature. I guess we just don't have priority, but we should be able to flash this in and get the double value. These Illuminators are kind of going off. So, okay. That doesn't even kill anything, but sure. If opponent's just going to keep play with firing our Cemetery Illuminators, we're kind of okay with that. All right, well. We'll cast with this one. No mana for phasing out. Another Illuminator on top. Go to combat, hit ya. Exile a instant. Opponent. Down to 10. Oh, pass the turn. Leave up the Spectral Adversary. This deck is actually kind of working. It's actually kind of, I can't believe it, but it's kind of working. So did you see the latest leaks? What do you think of Kamigawa so far? I'm kind of surprised. We've gotten a surprising number of leaks from Kamigawa when I thought that was an issue that had mostly been solved. Like, do you remember a couple years ago we were getting leaks upon leaks upon leaks? I thought that we'd mostly moved past that and that we had gotten through the leak stage of things, but apparently not, because we have had a ridiculous amount of leaks for Kamigawa. I just want the Brothers War to have good artifacts. I mean, it's got to. That's the whole point. That's the whole point of Mishra and Urza. Like, it's got to. Oh, also, good news. The bear emote is coming. Question chat, because we were talking about bear emote. Yeah, I guess we might as well face that out too. We were talking about a bear emote. Do you, what would you like for a bear emote? Are you thinking like a literal picture of bear? Or do you want like a magic-y bear or something? Play the land pestered. Yeah, Dominaria is, this whole year of Magic I'm really hyped for. Honestly, Kamigawa's the set I'm least hyped for. I am hyped for Kamigawa, but when I was ranking the sets back before the year started, Kamigawa was at the bottom of my list, which means it's like a 6 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10. And I've gotten more hype for it seeing the cards, but oh wait, perhaps we could have fired up a Hall of the Storm Giant. That is a thing we could have theoretically done. You're right, I just wasn't paying close enough attention. Bear chewing on a computer cord. That probably is a good one. He's been shockingly good. I hope he's not dead. Hey, Bearby, you alive? You alive, bud? Are you breathing? Bearby? Okay, now go back to sleep. Oh, he's been shockingly. I usually have him go to his little puppy sitters during, Kamigawa. I think Kamigawa was looking really sweet. Better than I thought. My hype level has increased. Usually during the afternoon streams, Bear goes to his puppy sitters, but he got neutered almost a week ago now, 5 days ago, and he's not allowed to like play with any other puppies or do anything active. So I had to keep him home this week, and I was worried he was just going to be really wild and disruptive, and he just like passed out on the floor next to me, and he hasn't even moved for the first 2.5 hours of the stream. He's just been sleeping super peacefully. So very impressed. Was not expecting that. So opponent's playing Burn, you say? Well, what do we have that's bad versus Burn? Mind Flayer is probably pretty bad versus Burn. I mean, Dragon Turtle might even be bad versus Burn. What seems good is maybe Overcharged Amalgam and Malevolent Hermit. Something along those lines. Although Malevolent Hermit gets got by Spike Field Hazard, which isn't great. Let's try it like that. That seems reasonable. Check because I was curious. Not even cheap on Moto. Oh, you're right. Wow, it is expensive. Oh, I wasn't thinking. Yeah. So I think this is, wow, Hall of the Storm Giants. Really? It's $30 a copy? That's kind of insane. Look at that Moto price. Well, I should have drafted more AFR. This was literally 4 cents back around release, and now it's $30. It must be because it's seen a bit of play in older formats, and I think you can still redeem Forgotten Realms. That's a thing that arena players are not used to, but it's actually a really sweet thing. Like when they first made Magic Online, almost 20 years ago now, Wizards doesn't always get the credit for being innovative in some cases. Like, really, when Wizards made Magic Online, I think it was actually pretty innovative that you had this like paper Magic real money model on a digital game, and they were worried that people wouldn't do it, because now people don't think twice about spending money on digital stuff. People do that all the time between apps on your phone and various games and microtransactions. Like, that's just the norm. In 2002 or whatever, that was not the norm. That was like a pretty radical idea. So I added redemption to make people feel comfortable actually doing something that most people at the time just were not comfortable doing, weren't used to. The idea that why would you spend money on digital objects, on pixels? Like, so Wizards doesn't always get the credit for being ahead of the game. I mean, you could even argue in some sense, like, I don't know, is the Magic economy the original NFTs? The Magic Online economy? I mean, they're not literally NFTs, but it is kind of like that. You're owning digital objects and able to trade them for real monies, trade them with each other. Obviously, it's Magic cards, digital versions of Magic cards. So it's not literally, but I don't think Wizards always gets the credit for the times when they are actually innovative. I mean, you can say that Magic was maybe the first esport. Like, they were on ESPN2 in 1996, 1997. Like, Magic tournaments being broadcast on ESPN 25 years ago. Like, that's so far before Twitch. That's so far before even the term esports. So it's, I don't know, I think it's not to be shilling for WOTC, because WOTC does a lot of horrible things and they're very bad at some things. But I think it's also true that in some ways, Magic really innovated, especially 20 years ago. Magic really innovated, and Wizards really innovated and did things that no one else was doing at the time. Now it's kind of changed, and it feels like Wizards is mostly following, and now Wizards is like trying to be like Hearthstone, or they're doing secret layers because like the whole, FOMO time limited drop thing is a popular thing. So I think it's shifted over the years, and I don't think Wizards is innovating the way they used to. But 20 years ago, Wizards actually did do some very innovative, surprisingly innovative things. What is WOTC Blue? So this is a deck that a WOTC staff member tweeted about, and said they got to Mythic with it, and the deck looked really, really interesting, unique, different. So we decided to play it and ended up naming it WOTC Blue. Yeah, I think we're just gonna play the tap land and play Hermit. Next turn, maybe with the Grozalax opponent. I'm feeling pretty far behind at the moment. With our opponent having 2 hasty threats and curving out, and having extra damage from Rem, I'm feeling we're pretty far behind. This is probably actually a hard matchup. We won game 1 somehow, but I would imagine this is not a great matchup. Like Field Hazard. Yeah, we were worried about that. Opponent, 3 cards in hand. Sacred Fire. All right, well, there goes our board. Opponent hits us. I'll play a land, a Grozalax. Ugh. Okay, opponent untaps. So if a set is like Midnight has a value of $300 as shown on Goldfish, but you buy and redeem it for about $215 on Moto, is a good rate. Oh, so one thing, so I should point out, just so it's super clear, the way that redemption works is it's for the like most 2 or 3 recent sets, like about 6 months after a set releases. So if you look at, let me see, I think GoatBots has a list of the redeemable sets. So I think the AFR must have just dropped out because this was on here like a few days ago when I looked at it. So right now it's both Innistrad sets. You can buy them for, well, Midnight Hunt's just under 200, Crimson Vow 160, and then you can sell them, and then you'll get the paper versions. You do have to pay a little bit in shipping. I think it's like, oh, what is the shipping cost? Does anyone remember? It's been a while since I've redeemed a set. I think it's $10 maybe, $10 or $20 you got to pay for shipping, but I still think it might be worth it. Like if you just look at the complete set prices, if you're gonna buy those sets in paper, it's probably gonna be a decent amount more. Like Crimson Vow, I mean, this is full retail price, so you can probably get a discount if you buy a complete set somewhere. But $288, Midnight Hunt $309, not a bad deal. It's especially a good deal. Where it is the best deal is. Yeah, there's the cost includes everything. I remember there's a fee. I was thinking it was like $20, but I think that where it is the best deal is, yeah, now we're just literally dead. Where it's the best deal is if you open a few high value cards. I think that's where redemption is most valuable. It can be worth it, and there certainly are people that I've known, especially in the past. I haven't talked to people doing it super recently, although you still could. That was part of their business. They would just buy sets on Moto, turn them into paper sets, sell those sets. But where I think it is most beneficial is if you're someone who plays a bit on Moto. Like you play on Moto and you open, a Meat Hook Massacre, you open a Ren in 7, you open a couple high value cards while you're like drafting or whatever, and you already have a big chunk off of it. Then you're like, I can spend $100, get the rest of the cards in the set, trade it in, and get all these cards in paper, and it ends up being really, really cost effective. The other thing to do if it is something you're interested in, you do lose you only get 1 copy. So you're basically trading your virtual copies for paper copies. The other thing to keep an eye on is set prices go up and down a lot on Moto. If you had bought like Midnight Hunt back here for $139 plus $25 for shipping and fees, you're looking at what? $165 altogether, and you're getting a set that I mean, it's got a lot of value in it. You're getting some pretty expensive cards that's definitely worth more than that. You're getting the Mihawk Massacre, all this other stuff. So definitely something to keep in mind. Also, you don't even got to be I believe they do ship worldwide as far as I know, yes. Also, you don't even got to be a Moto player. Like, you have to have a Moto account, but there's no reason you couldn't just do that because you want a paper card. If you want a complete set in paper, there's no reason you couldn't just go on, buy a set, never even play Magic Online, trade it in to get the paper set, and be on your way. So, yeah, definitely a cool thing to know about if you're not familiar with. Definitely the opposite of Arena, where on Arena, something we talk about is how it's free, but in some sense, it's kind of a sunk cost because you never get anything out of it. You get your enjoyment on Arena, but you can never trade the cards. You never sell the cards or anything like that. On Magic Online, it's very much the opposite, where they only do it with standard sets. So you couldn't do it with Modern Horizons too, unfortunately. Hey, see you, Quickest Turtle. Have a wonderful evening. Thanks for hanging out. Well, Glass Bowl Mimic, go. Sand doesn't seem too bad. Tempted is good. Our buddy Wanty's been way better than we thought. Yeah, it's only standard sets. It used to be more. Back in the day, I believe it was any set in standard, where as long as it was legal in standard, you could redeem it. I think that was the original way it was set up, if I remember right. But then it has gotten narrowed down, so it was like part of standard, and then it was a just the most recent couple of sets. So it's gotten cut down over the years, the amount of stuff that you could actually redeem. Hey, what's up, that's Amore? Good to see ya. Welcome to the stream. Oh. Okay, so if you're outside of the US or North America, look into it because it sounds like shipping might be expensive to your location. I didn't realize that shipping was so much. Or maybe, boy, Wizards is really bad with shipping to non-US locations. Maybe if you know someone in the US, maybe it'd even be cheaper to get the set shipped to them and then shipped to you. Because I've redeemed them before. Like, they literally just come in a small card box. It is not some big huge gawky thing that should be super expensive to ship, I don't think. Well, Grazilex, opponent. Please let us draw some cards. Land. Are we remming, or are you losing your rem? All right, there's the rem. Sure. Opponent goes attacking. Oh, all the Storm Giant's not the best. Well, hit you, draw a card. Land untapped? New. Well, in that case, haul the Storm Giants. Go. About it. Untaps with their rem. Gotta ask Tomer about his shady Canadian card hustling methods. Yeah, Tomer's got some strategies, I think, for getting his cards shipped in on the cheap. Can you please berate Tomer when you hire him again for having hyped Curse of Opulence to 20 ticks? Thanks. Wait, is Curse of Opulence up to 20 ticks? Yeah. I didn't realize that. Yeah, that's kind of insanely expensive. Opponent. Cemetery Gatekeeper. Ugh. I think this is worth it. We're going to Jwari Disruption it. This does leave us down a land, which is a little scary. Opponent hits us. But we get to steal the rem. Oh, maybe this deck does need all 28 lands. maybe it doesn't really need that many. Missing lands does seem pretty painful with this deck. You really do want to be hitting every turn, as weird as that sounds. Opponent land. How's life without the rem? Well, just kidding. More rems. Opponent gets and hits us. Huh. Well, Grazilex. Hit ya. Down to 17. Tap land. Go. Opponent untaps. Are we gonna die? Opponent. Land. They can flash back their Sacred Fire to kill the rem, I guess. 2 cards in hand. Oh, please. If they kill the rem, we could steal their second one. It'd be so good. Curse of Opulence is pretty good. Play with fire. Huh. Okay. And so Rem down. Magic Missile. Kill stuff. Hits us. Well, play the land. Steal the Rem. I mean, now the question is just, can we close out this game before our opponent draws enough burn? Opponent taps. They have 2 points of burn here, because we can't really gain life. We got to close it out quick. I realize how much auto shufflers compress the diversity around land counts. It didn't used to be uncommon for control decks to have nearly 30 and aggro to be closer to 20. Do you think that's true in best of 3 as well as best of 1? Oh, wait. Oh, if a spell would deal damage to her. Oh, this rep does things. I was thinking it just added more damage. Wow, that was 6 mana do nothing because of Rem. Got him. We got him. We got him real good. Yeah, that's kind of insane. Hit ya about it. Down to 17. End of turn. We are going to name creature. Draw. Okay. Well, this is a case where having the Glass Pool Mimic let us hit with Elrond when it wouldn't have otherwise. About it. Adepts. Opponent. Uh-huh. Hits the Rem. Sure. Wow, Rem is so good against burn. I mean, in Modern, it would just die, I guess. But the damage prevention is actually really, really good. Ooh. Elrond's, eh? Go to combat. Hit you with Elrond. Opponent goes to 16. Play Elrond's Bird. Name creature. All right. Get Pappy. Opponent. Yeah, it is pretty funny that it's our opponent's own cards that are really wrecking them here. Could have played different cards. Where does the deck name come from? So it's a deck list that a WOTC staff. Hey, what's up, Grateful Dead? How are you? That a WOTC staff person tweeted about. 1, 2. Yeah, we'll just do this. Spectral Adversary. So yeah, so that's where the name comes from. It is literally a deck made by someone who works at WOTC. More Elronds. I'll hit you a bunch. Opponent down to 6. Pick up the bird. Bottom. Oh, Haka kind of works with, I see. How could it, maybe Elrond's actually good. Haka actually works with Elrond because you see the top of your deck. I gotcha. I see what you're doing there, WotC. Sneaky WotC. Haka. Hermit. Tap land. End of turn. This time we actually are just going to name land. Get 2. Pass the turn. This is not alchemy. We're not playing alchemy. This is straight up. Standard. We're just playing good old standard. And it actually has felt pretty fine. Although we haven't run into Epiphany, so maybe that's why. If we played Epiphany the last like 3 matches, it would probably feel less fine. Opponent gonna go after the adversary. Sure. Yeah, here's the Niv deck we played. Definitely a cool idea. Cool viewer submitted idea. Opponent. 28 land WotC blue. Yeah, let's thin the deck. Thin the deck. Blow up your land. Opponent. Oh, we could have countered. I just don't know if it matters, does it? Because we can just do this and attack and our opponent dies. Opponent. didn't. Did they break the format? I don't know about that, but the deck works a lot better than I would have thought. Are you the only streamer for MTG Goldfish? So I'm the only person who streams on the Goldfish channel. At least I'm trying to think. I mean, we've done some like Commander Clash lives or something with multiple people, but I'm the only person who regularly streams on the Goldfish channel. Tomer streams Commander a couple times a week over on the Commander YouTube. So if you want to see Commander, so if you want to see Tomer stream, you can find him on the Commander YouTube. And then Krim, who makes videos for Goldfish, doesn't stream for Goldfish, quote unquote, but he does stream on his channel, which I think is Asian Avenger, pretty much every night. Phil, I don't think Phil streams. I don't know, maybe on occasion, but I don't think Phil normally streams. Does Richard stream sometimes? The only time Richard ever streams is for stuff like Commander Clash Live or something. I think there's been a couple of times when we've like all streamed. Do you have a channel of your own that you stream on? Yes-ish. So I have Saffron Olive, twitch.tv/Saffron Olive. So I do have that channel, but it's been a while since I've actually streamed on it. But definitely follow it because there's a chance that I stream on it once in a while in the future. So who knows? It might be something where non-Magic stuff, if I ever want to stream a game of Civ or something, maybe I do it on my own channel. I could do it on this channel, but I kind of like this being pretty Magic focused, so I don't know if I would want to start streaming other games on the channel too much. Yeah, it's been a minute since I've streamed on the non-Goldfish. Oh no, here it is. We have found that dirty Elrond's Epiphany player is Lanti Malison. The solution to all of life's problems. I don't know how we beat this deck, honestly. I don't know if it's possible. We'll see. We'll see. About it. Go on to do some bouncing. To the top. Yeah, the Among Us stream was fun. That's when Richard has streamed in the past. Is like Commander Clash Live when we're all playing. Oh, and we missed the land drop. Well, 1T back at it. And oh my god, Fading Hope. So our last two matches of Standard were actually really fun. This match I'm not expecting to be as fun. Been following, yeah, it's been a while since I've had that channel. Found it. Oh my goodness, why? How are we getting mana screwed with our 28 land deck? We still have 28 lands, and somehow we're still getting mana screwed. We just added more MDFCs, but we still have 28 lands in all. If you Fading Hope that opponent, I swear it's on. All right, Shatterspell Smashing. Sure. This seems unlikely. All right, Icon. Well, you're not going to beat Epiphany by missing all your land drops and drawing a bunch of Tempted by the Orcs. That is not going to happen. Our hopes are fading. How are you liking the blue deck? It's worked a lot better than I thought. This is the first time we played Epiphany, and I'm expecting it absolutely just crushes us. But it's been really fun so far playing two non-Epiphany decks. Shuffler may count MDFCs as spells. It shouldn't, but it probably does. I mean, in best of 3 ranked, it shouldn't matter, right? Isn't the idea that the hand smoother algorithm that, you know, manipulates everything, isn't the idea that that only applies to best of 1 or unranked? I thought that was the gimmick, but yeah, and best of 1 that is a real thing, and I've worried about that a lot. I don't play best of 1 very much, usually just for like our pre-release stream, but that's something I've worried about where I just like play a ton of MDFCs, and I actually really kind of worry that I'm gonna get mana screwed as a result, just because of the hand smoother algorithm thing. Well, all right. If this last card is a counter, it's bad. Because this has got to be Epiphany. So if opponent can Epiphany, start taking extra turns. Oh. I was a little spoiled by... Oh, no. I'm remembering why I switched to non-standard formats now. I'm starting to remember. Mind Flayer. I like the Nerf version of Goldspan better. Laminu, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's the name of this deck? It was actually a WOTC staff member who tweeted that they got to Mythic about it with it earlier today. So that's how we found it was WOTC staff tweeting about it. Well, Imrith, I guess. All right. Well, that looks like the game. So the opponent can... Wow, teachings. Oh, they're going to draw first and then take extra turns? I mean, I guess when you got the treasures, a tap for 2 mana. Leer goes attacking, gets some... Yeah, I don't think our deck is... I don't think our deck has any chance in this matchup. Hey, what's up, Daniel? Good to see ya. Haven't looked at standards since switching from Alchemy. Yeah, me either, honestly. This is... I mean, this doesn't do anything. We're just hard locked. Me either, honestly. I don't really... It's been very, very difficult for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna go play the version of standard that has like the most broken Elrond's Epiphany and the most broken Goldspan Dragon or whatever, because we know those cards are pretty overpowered. That's something we were talking about before Alchemy came around. Like, do you remember 2 months? Like, here's what I see from my perspective. Like 2 months ago, we were talking about, okay, when are they going to ban Epiphany? When are they going to ban Epiphany? And then we're like, okay, Wizard said, oh, we got to wait till after another set release, which now looking back on it with the benefit of hindsight, it kind of seems like they knew Alchemy was coming out and we're just trying to like, maybe it's a conspiracy theory, but is standard being bad beneficial for Wizards right now? Because people aren't really playing in paper, so standard paper doesn't really matter. And if you're going to try to launch this new Alchemy format, it's probably going to be a lot more appealing if everyone's feeling like, ugh, standard kind of sucks, than if everyone's like, wow, standard's so much fun. Everyone's going to be like, I don't know, why would I play a different version of standard? I'm loving standard. But if standard's pretty bad and everyone's like, oh, Epiphany sucks, and then you're like, hey, we made this new format, you know that card y'all been complaining about? Well, it's not quite as bad there. That might get people to actually try out the format. So I don't know. I do kind of feel like Wizards has sort of left standard to die right now. Someone said that in the chat, and I don't fully disagree with that it does kind of feel that way, that the standard is just kind of like left hanging, and I mean, it's definitely that was definitely speculation. Don't take that as truth or anything. That was just my speculation. But it is weird that like 2 months ago the conversation was about when are we going to get Epiphany banned? When is Epiphany going to be banned? You know, wait until after the next event. We're not banning anything before the next set release. But when is it going to be banned? It's certainly got to be banned. And then it just kind of shifted on a dime to, okay, well, we got Alchemy now, and everyone just kind of forgot about standard. Which I'm not sure that's good. I don't know if that's good. If I was to upgrade 12 whack on Moto, what should I spend money on first? Sunbaked Canyon. Ooh, all right, let me look up the deck list just because I haven't looked at it in a minute and see exactly what the non-budget build looks like, and I'll tell you. Well, play the land, run out Illuminator. So the non-budget build, if you're gonna try to upgrade to non-budget 12 whack, I would. Sunbaked Canyon is pretty expensive, isn't it? Sunbaked Canyon is good. Like, I think the starting point has to be the mana base. It doesn't necessarily, and honestly, looking at this deck list, you don't need to have Inspiring Vantage necessarily. You don't even necessarily need the full 4 copies of Sunbaked Canyon. If you have a bunch of Sacred Foundries in your collection, they are a pretty fine substitute for Inspiring Vantage or whatever. But yeah, I would probably start with the mana base. There's not really a ton to do with the non-lands, and then even the sideboard, there's not much to do. So really, it's start adding modern playable Boros dual lands to the deck is pretty much all you can really need to do to start upgrading it. All right, well, tap land, go. Opponent. Do we want to play the Raven? Yeah, I guess. All right, play Hackin'. I haven't touched Arena since a few weeks before the Alchemy announcement. I might pick it up again for Kamigawa Limited. What have you been doing for Magic, Dogometh? Anything? That's another thing I kind of worry about is that people frustrated by Arena who stop playing Arena just stop playing Magic altogether. Which, I mean, it might be good to stop playing Magic sometimes. If that's what you got to do, you got to do. But that is something that makes me worry about the game. Like, if Wizards makes bad choices that really hurt Arena, does that hurt the game as a whole, or does it just hurt Arena? And I kind of lean towards it probably hurts the game as a whole. Do you think you'll play more, dog? Do you miss it? Danger Noodle TV, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. Well, go to combat attack. We gotta try. Worst case, if they have a way to kill it, we can phase it out. Doesn't feel great, but well, Spectral Adversary. Phase it out. Opponent untaps. I don't play paper MTG anymore. Just Arena absolutely affects me. Yeah, I mean, I finally crafted 2 Tox rolls and swapped the 3rd for Averbrook. Still feels surprisingly strong. Just beat a pile with Coma as a finisher. Ooh, awesome, Darth Vash. That sounds really sweet. Yeah, Cube is super fun. Oh, gonna do some webcam commander? That's a fun option. We had this big conversation. I don't know how many of you saw the conversation about counterfeit cards on social media over the weekend. So what's the advantage of playing Wanty Malison over Suspicious Stowaway? It's a good question. I am honestly, if I was building a deck, I might play Suspicious Stowaway. This is literally a deck that a WOTC staff person posted on Twitter, and so they got to Mythic with, and we decided to try it out. So I am not sure the thinking there. Wanty Malison definitely sticks out as a weird one, but all right. Yeah, this is definitely an annoying matchup. Play the land best the turn. Speaking of Arena and Historic, seems like with Best of One, there's a mass influx of people playing Celestial. Yes, there is. I have never seen anything like it. The various life gain decks are like so amazingly overplayed. So amazingly overplayed on Arena. People just, oh boy, doing this again. People just love that archetype. It is just like something that players love. They play it so much. So yeah, you were 100% right that it shows up way more often than you think it would. And I guess it's just because people really like it. Goldsman Dragon. Opponent. Goes to combat. Passes. Well, go Glass Pool Mimic. Copy. Pump. This doesn't, we're at this weird standoff now. At least our opponent, the problem is our opponent's going to find Lear. And once they find Lear, then I think we're going to just die. Purple Saurus Rex. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup to you. Thank you. Oh yeah, the dev having a heart attack thing was crazy. It sounds like he's doing all right, hopefully. Last I heard, at least. Definitely, hopefully he's doing well. I mean, Life Gain has forever been a very popular casual theme. Like, casual players, new players love Life Gain. So on one hand, that's not surprising that it shows up a lot on Arena. I think it's also, there's like intro-y cards that support that theme, right? Like the fake Ajani's Pridemate and stuff, the arena-only Ajani's Pridemate. So I feel like they've also done a lot of intro decks and whatnot that like specifically support that theme. So that probably plays into it too. Plus it's pretty cheap. Like, it's hard to build budget decks on Arena, but that is actually in standard or in historic, because most of the cards are commons and uncommons. Actually, one of the more competitive budget decks I think you can build. Opponent with a big attack. We do a bunch of blocking. Opponent hits us to 18. Loses a gold span. They must have a sweeper. Gotta be a sweeper, I assume. Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, we survived technically. Double Halloran's Epiphany, Goldspan. Oh, tell me you can't kill that. Creature? Come on. We need some action. Once the Lear comes, though, things go really poorly. Creature. 2, please. Well, another Imra's fine. Opponent. The ratio of Life Gain decks is proportional to Mono Red. I don't think it is, though. I think Life Gain is just very overrepresented on Arena. I think it's just like a casual favorite, and people play it whether it's good or not. I think people just really like the archetype, and they play it as a result. Well, go to combat. Hit you with the Elrond. Elrond has actually been like kind of impressive. More impressive than I expected. I mean, I do think from a competitive perspective, Life Gain is a counter to something like Mono Red. So from like a more spiky perspective, I think you're right. But I just play against a Life Gain. I just play against a Life Gain deck a ton in Historic and Standard, way more than you would think based on the popularity of like Mono Red or whatever. All right, draw an Illuminator. Opponent. No lures, no leers, no whammies. No leers, no whammies. Opponent adapts, add. Favorite in Alchemy so far? I mean, the Inquisitor Captain Blink decks are pretty wild. I think my favorite Alchemy deck is Bant Blink in Alchemy. I've just had so much fun playing that deck. Well, Imarith. Oh, come on now, opponent. Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's a mascot exhibition. I'll play a Pappy and pass the dirt about it. Oh. Draws 14 cards for 5 mana. Well, that's... I think it is scoop 'em up time. We fought the good fight. Oh. Oh, I remember. I remember now. I remember why alchemy became a thing. We just experienced the genesis, the created alchemy. So do you think Wizards will still make bans in Standard? I'm personally curious about that. I mean, I kind of like Lear. I think Lear's kind of a sweet card. Do you think that Wizards will still maintain Standard at all, or do you think it's just done? Like, is Wizards viewing Standard as a dead format? That's the real question. Like, I don't know. You know, I like Lear. I mean, it's annoying in a deck that's with Goldspan Dragon and Elrond's Epiphany. Those are cards that I think are a problem. But Lear really, like, it can't counter things. So you can't just play it and fully protect it. So it is just killable. Yeah, it is funny where Wizards chooses to add and not add one spell each turn. Oh, did they actually show the deck list for the Challenger decks? I saw that they posted something about those decks. We're gonna try to do another match with this deck, one more, and then I gotta probably take Bearby out. All right. Opponent. So like you're expecting that they're gonna ban things. Like, are we gonna actually get bannings then? I'll play the Glass Bowl Mimic. Like, do we need bannings? If you're someone who's playing Standard, like, do you feel like should like Epiphany or Goldspan or whatever be getting banned? Opponent gets in, hits us. Looks like some sort of sack deck. Mono black. Ooh, vampires. All right, vampires. That's spicy. Well, land and our buddy Wanty. Hey, what's up? What's up, Guido? Is this arena open? No, we're just playing on the ladder. It's not an open or event or anything. Do people play Standard? I mean, technically we are at the moment. For better or worse. I think we gotta take this because we want to play. We want to play Grazlix and draw some cards, maybe. Opponent. Ooh, all right. Well, maybe we won't be drawing cards. Grazlix. Oh, you know what? We probably still have to get in, hit ya. Draw a card, venture. Scry. Immorth to the bottom. Thank goodness. Oh, Wanty. More Wanties. Not the best. And opponent's got the Florian going. I mean, how many of you play Standard? Show hands. Show hands. How many of you play Standard right now? If Wizards listens to the community complaining to decide bans, half of Standard plays Alchemy, I'd imagine bans will be slower and less heavy-handed. I mean, we gotta block something. Opponent's still gonna get to do a lot of tutoring. A way to steal this would be the best. We need the Tempted by the Orcs. That's the best. See, so a lot of people still play Standard. At least a reasonable number. If you look at untapped.gg stats, more games are played daily in Standard than Alchemy. I mean, I would believe that. Standard's been a staple format of Magic for decades, and in Alchemy is basically brand new. So it's that actually makes a lot of sense to me. I'd be surprised if it wasn't like that short term. Also, part of it could also be economic issues. Like, one of the big issues with Alchemy is it costs a lot of money. So if you're someone who doesn't want to like spend a ton of wild cards or hundreds of dollars or hours, you might have to play Standard just because that's what you have the cards for. Unranked Standard to get coins to draft. Do you enjoy playing Standard? I wish that Arena didn't force you to play formats you might not like to play the formats you do like to play. Oh, thank you, Jake. Ooh, Henrika. Ooh. All right, so this deck seems to have come back to earth. We've got a couple wins with it, but Opponent, rest their board with Henrika. Land for Mind Flayer. Untapped, please. And we got some chance if we hit that. Opponent hits a land, plays the land, plays a Pit Fighter. Oh, punished. Punished by adding the tap lands. And punished because of the Glass Pool Mimic. Maybe adding the tap lands is not worth it. That might be the issue. Well, Dragon Turtle in. Let's try these Consuming Tides. We haven't tried Consuming Tide a single time. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. Yeah, maybe the tap lands are not a good idea. Go down one Imrith. Go down a couple Wanties. Cemetery Illuminator. Couple Glass Pools and Hull Break. Run it like that. So another thing, no nerfs before the Arena Open in a format that is all about constant changes not getting stale. Yeah, we've talked about that before when it was first announced, but yeah, I definitely pretty strongly disagree with that decision by Wizards. Like, I think if Alchemy's going to succeed, they got to be changing pretty much constantly. Like, they really need to stay on top of that, or else there's no upside to it. You're spending more money and dealing with all these negatives about historic and nerfs in historic without any of the potential benefits of Alchemy, which is a format that isn't going to be in these dead periods, and the benefit of not having to run tournaments in dead periods when no one cares about a format. So yeah, hopefully this is just a mistake by Wizards. That's what I'm hoping for. Here's what I'm hoping happened is Wizards closes for the holidays for like a week or two. They just literally let everyone go home. So they're closed like the week of Christmas all the way up through New Year's and come back I think like partway through the week after New Year's. So what I am hoping happened, yeah, somehow we managed to get mana screwed with the biggest amount of lands possible. What I'm hoping happened is Wizards didn't stay on top of Alchemy because it was the holidays and they weren't there. And then rather than just being honest and being like, hey, we're at the holiday, we're all out for the holidays. We need a couple more weeks to do the first set of rebalancings, but don't worry, we're going to do a monthly after that like we told you. Instead of doing that, they try to do this weird, like, shift it around, like, players need to have a known meta. The pros need to know, 40 weeks ahead of time. They need to know what the format looks like so they can practice. And try to, like, shift it around as, like, oh, players need it this way for our tournaments. So I would have respected a lot more if they were just like, hey, I actually wouldn't have had a problem with it, like, period, if what they had said was, hey, we're all out for the holidays. We didn't get to it, but we're going to do it monthly moving forward. This time it's going to be a couple weeks late. Like, sure. Like, I get that. Like, people have lives outside of their jobs, and people do things during the holidays. Like, no big deal. So yeah. I feel like the way they announced it kind of drove me a little crazy. Bloodcaster. I really wish we would stop getting mana screwed. I really wish we'd stop getting mana screwed. We have another Cemetery Illuminator on the top of our deck. Like, we have a handful of these creature theft effects, but our 28 land deck will not give us a land. We have 28 lands. We really do. Like, currently, we still do. We just added some of them. We turned some of them into MDFCs, but we still have 28 lands. About it. Attacks with everything. Well, block and block. Yeah, we're in serious trouble. Like, we're just off to way too slow of a start. We're not even drawing anything next turn. We're down to 10. Opponents just going off and making blood tokens. And what a... Oh, go up to 40, 60 land deck. Sorin. All right, opponent hits their lands, plays a Planeswalker. Makes a Vampire. I mean, I will say that I'm not sure if the MDFCs are actually worth it. They very well might not be. Like, this match, we twice got punished by drawing MDFCs. We're going to draw the Seagate Restoration and have to pay 3 life, which we really can't afford. At the same time, I also think that 28 lands is. I still think it's not worth it. Has anyone ever tell you you look like Brad Pitt? A couple of people have told me that. That's one of the ones I've heard a couple of times before. I mean, I think it's kind of a compliment. I take that. Brad Pitt's cool. About it. Go blank. Well, discard. Yeah, just a little too slow. Opponent's got the 5 lands. We have the 3. If we could have curved out with our creature stealing effects, I think we would have had a shot. Opponent passes. Well, still not a land on top. Oh, God. Tempted by the orc. Take the lifelinker, I guess. Oh, this is bad in so many ways. Attack the Sorin. Exile some cards. Have you seen 13th Warrior? I haven't. What is 13th Warrior? Exile. Sure, might as well exile. Opponent. Untaps.
Can I help?
And all right, gonna crack some blood. Sure. Opponent.
Innistrad is free.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay, Florian. We're not fully dead yet. Drawing this Elrond's not great. Opponent hits us. Tutors. Florian, 2 cards deep. The vampire is helpful. The vampire gives us a bit of a shot. About it. Blood Tithe Harvester. Oh, now we don't have a shot. Yeah, we just can't cast anything. Well, one thing I'll say about this deck, apparently you really do need all 28 lands. Did you have a childhood, or did you grow up in a dark cellar? I mean, I had a childhood. It was just not the most typical. I've talked about it a little bit before, just like my super opponent goes to combat. What's the 13th Warrior? I don't even know what that is. Opponent attacks with everything. We block and we die. Yeah. Well, maybe this deck does need all the lands, and I'm not sold on the MDFCs. I'm really not. It's somewhere. I don't know. I think I'd have to play this deck a lot more to figure it out, because on one hand, 28 lands, you're gonna flood out. You're gonna flood out. It's gotta happen. That's such a high number. On the other hand, maybe the MDFCs coming into play tapped is too big of a drawback, at least to play that many of them. I will say, we went 2-2 with the WOTC Blue deck. I will say, it worked better than I thought. When I just looked at it, almost none of these cards actually see play in Standard. Like, this is not, and this deck didn't even fall into the, oh, I'm blue, so I might as well play Alrund's Epiphany, which is what most decks would do, just because Epiphany's busted, and Epiphany probably would be busted in this deck, but it didn't even fall into that trap. It's just playing, like, old, spicy stuff that you don't see. Grazzalexes, and Wanty Malisons, and Elrons, and they were pretty good in the deck, at least in the right matchup. So, is the deck 100% right? Do you want Wanty over Suspicious Stowaway? How do you do the mana base? Is 28 lands too many? There's questions around the edges, but I gotta say, the deck was actually, like, kinda good. Like, we went 2-2, but it was better than I expected. It was not a complete disaster. It was this deck which was made by a Wizards of the Coast staff member and posted on Twitter, but have you seen all the Storm Giants is 30 ticks on Mona right now? Yeah, we just saw that because we were looking up this deck and it was more expensive than I thought. It was because all the Storm Giants was like $30 a copy for some reason. But on that note, everyone, I think that brings us to the end of our stream for today. I gotta go take poor Bearby outside. He's been super good chilling next to me for 3.5 hours now, so he's got to go outside. But we got a new donation on the way out the door from Dan Wildfire, $5 donation. Michael Crichton, author of Jurassic Park. I know what that is. Wrote a book, 13th Warrior, based on a realistic version of Beowulf. An Arab travels north and winds up being forced to go on a quest with a bunch of Vikings. You'd feel home with all the beards. Ooh, I'll have to check it out. That actually sounds interesting, Doug. I will look it up. But on that note, everyone, I think that brings us to the end. Oh, I'm sorry, Echo Jid. That brings us to the end of our stream for today. So reminders, replay YouTube. As we find the old stream, normal YouTube, tons of stuff going up on there. Against the Odds, Modern tomorrow. Budget Magic yesterday was also in Modern. So check those out. One more reminder that our sponsor is Card Kingdom. If you need some magical cards, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free goldfish sticker. Let them know in your order notes and they'll pick you up. Finally, Thursday, our next stream, 6 Eastern. Gonna try to do viewer battles. We'll see if it works. If you want to viewer battle me, email me, saffronolive@mtggoldfish.com, and I'll get you on the list. So do it if you want to play. It'll be super fun. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have an amazing night. Have a great Tuesday evening, a great Wednesday. I'll see you on Thursday. Until then, I love you all, and I will talk to you soon.